And now the starting lineup for your South City Warrior offense. All right, here we go. This is the starting offense for your South City Warriors. First up, at quarterback, number 1, Ferdinand Galang. At tailback, number 2, Elijah Avagalio. At wide receiver, number 4, Lawrence Montalban. At tailback, number 8, Christopher Garcia Magallon. At tight end, number 35, Rolando Martinez. At guard, number 55, Anthony Alvarado. At tackle, number 56, Brian Reyna. At guard, number 57, Ben Navarro. Number 71, Nathaniel Vargas. At guard, number 77, Jose Hernandez. And at fullback, number 34, Jose Soto. That's your starting offense for your South City Warriors. Jefferson will be receiving the kickoff for the first half. Tonight, the Star Spangled Banner will be performed by the combined choirs of South City High School and Westboro Middle School. South City High School is led by Director Mr. Patrick J. Harris, and Westboro is led by Miss Ann Martin.
What so proudly
the South City Chorus and Westboro Middle School Chorus.
Wonderful rendition there, Ricardo, of the national anthem from Westboro Middle School's choir. I'm Jonathan Dio alongside Ricardo Martel. My name is not Jon Deo. Only a sociopath would spell their name that way.
Good evening, John. Ricky Martel, class of 2001. Westboro, class of 97. Representing for the Wildcats. Beautiful song this evening.
That's right. That's Westboro is up there now, man, in the academic rankings.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. We crushed it back in that day, and then now
I think it's actually a sliding scale from when we were there.
It's got the 10 out of 10 rating and stuff on my great schools.
Yeah, it really does. And so does my alma mater and your alma mater as well, Monteverde Elementary.
Monteverde.
Well, we got a great show planned for you tonight, folks. It's football night in America in high school.
South City.
At South City.
We're going to try to score some points tonight, John. We're going to try to get something going offensively. The Warriors have had a heck of a time this season, unfortunately. I posted the link to this game tonight on my Facebook feed, as I do every night. And I started with, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. It's been a tough, historically challenging season. But at least you're not an LA Dodgers fan, and that's a joke that I dust off every October. And it gets funnier every time as the Warriors take on Jefferson, the Jefferson Grizzlies this evening.
That's right, Jefferson High School. Famous alumni, John Madden. Is that correct, Ricardo?
Sure.
That's right.
Sure.
I remember that from back in the day there. As South City with a little short trickery kick to the 40. Oh, good idea there as they circle around the ball and almost were able to catch Jefferson off guard.
If that had taken a different bounce, John, I think Warriors would have come up with it. But it was some nice trickery, as you said, to start the game off.
Would that have been considered a wicked googly?
A wicked googly. That is a wicked googly.
I'm making a list of other things I want to talk about other than football here. I got something else that came to mind.
Hey, man, we got division football tonight. You don't need to go into the bag of tricks here.
There's no bag of tricks.
There's no bag of tricks needed.
I think the viewers at home on their laptops who have this on mute want to know about my life.
Come at us, bro. At South City Warriors is the Insta.
That's right. Come at me.
SSFHS Warriors is the Twitters.
The twits and the Instas as Jefferson with the snap. Quarterback keeper there. Lots of room around the right side. There's a first down there.
Warrior defense going to have to get to that quarterback a little faster. I'm not sure if that was a broken play or what. The snap was kind of high, and the quarterback had a good instinct there and just took off running. Good idea by that young man.
7-letter word for satchel.
Handbag.
That's right. That was number 7, Felix Luna Jr. Don't call him Junior as they move the sticks. And the Grizzlies are on the move here with the first down. Ball on their 44-yard line. Another high snap. Held in, but not before the South City defense is able to get in there and grab a sack.
Nice adjustment there, John. Like I said, quarterback had too much time to make something out of nothing there. Warriors made a fine adjustment and were able to get to him in a hurry. No missing the Grizzlies tonight. I see a lot of high pink socks on that side of the field.
Sergio Sanchez in on that sack there. There's our Instas and our tweeters. Insta at South City Warriors. Twitter at SSFHS Warriors.
You can say anything you want on Twitter, man. I've seen it myself with my own eyes.
Yeah, that's the story for another day. As Jefferson's back to pass. Passes up and almost hauled in. It would have been a great reception there. Just a little short.
You're absolutely right, Johnny. Would have made a nice play, but it was a little underthrown. Had to come back a little bit, wait for it. Warriors are lucky to escape unscathed there.
That was Diego Camacho. The pass was intended for. I kind of like how Jefferson's coming out here, Ricardo. They're opening things up, opening up the playbook.
Yeah, certainly balanced thus far. I think some teams have had a tendency to just try running, and if that doesn't have any success, then they kind of change things up. But Jefferson has come in and shown some different looks tonight.
Third and long and picked off by the Warriors.
Hey, how about it, John? Look at that. What a nice way to start this game for this Warrior team. So beleaguered this year. So many times they've kind of had to hold their head down after this first quarter, finding themselves in a big hole. If they can stay in it, that's all you need. You stay in it early and give this team a chance to win.
And I don't know if we caught it there, but South City was losing their minds over that play.
They're pretty stoked.
They're looking for some positive momentum, and Carlos Garcia gives it to them. Fullback and outside linebacker. We got some new players here, as you mentioned, this week.
Yeah, we got some reserves in from the soccer team that are tired of seeing these two-way players play every single down of every single play of every single quarter.
Oh, there's Galang under center, hands off, cut up the middle. South City with a nice gain there of about 40 yards. Well, let me tell you something. In my cabinet, reserve is the best.
Reserve's the way to go.
So I've got some beverages that are reserved. So you say bring in the reserves. To me, that's like 12 years plus.
Reserves are always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
Always a good thing. John, the Jefferson Grizzlies coming in after a tough loss at Mills, 19-6, to open up their conference play. And then before that, they've had some wins. They've had a couple wins against Los Altos, against Balboa, and against Oakland Tech. And their defense has been very good. They haven't allowed more than 14 points in a single game. So the Warriors' offense, which is already, trying to find its sea legs, is in for a challenge tonight against this Grizzly team.
Yeah, and that was that handoff there was Darius Amiglo with stopped at the line there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for these Warriors as they're hoping to capitalize on that awesome interception. Nice little handoff there is going to get them closer, but they're still going to be about into fourth down and 3 territory, somewhere in there. What do you think, Ricardo? I don't think they've got a boot for it.
How many soccer players do we have that can boot it? I'll bet we have a few that are chomping at the bit to try their hand at what would that be?
You're looking at like a 48-yarder. No one's got
NFL stuff.
Yeah, no one's got that in their basket, right? What do you have, like 16?
That's what I'm saying. We have some soccer players. I'll bet we could get close.
The other football international game, if you're familiar with it. The ladies in this country are pretty good at it. Seem to win the World Cup quite often.
Yes, they do.
There's a flag on the play. That's going to be a killer. That's going to back up South City 5 on an illegal motion.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened there exactly. Everyone's kind of looking around confused. Maybe they didn't think that particular movement at the line would cause a false start penalty, but the ref saw it a different way, and you're right. That's kind of a backbreaker on what was maybe an attainable 4th and short, now kind of a tough 4th and long-ish. As
Galang runs into Coach Tao. Coach Tao's pulling his hair out if he's got any left. I don't know how many plays you've got drawn up for 4th and 8, but
now's the time.
Now's the time.
It's conference play, man. We got to do it. What do you think of the gray unis, John?
Big fan of the gray unis. That was a softball question, Ricardo. I told you I liked them as soon as we walked up. However, I don't like that the Snack Shack does not take Venmo. I've got a cash flow issue. I don't have any cash.
Bitcoin? You're going to pay in Bitcoin?
Galang back. He's got a receiver. Oh, he had a receiver open, but just overthrew him. Pass intended there in the flat. Looked like a Madrigal Campos, I believe.
That's a tough throw, John. He's kind of off his back foot, a lot of pressure in his face. So, it would have been a nice play if he got it, but as it stands, Jefferson gets the ball back here with 1st and 10 in their own territory.
That was Rolando Martinez, actually, on the play there. My peepers are getting older.
I got this cheerleader card in front of me. I'm going to see if I can name all the cheerleaders tonight. That's my goal.
25 cheerleaders. If you can memorize them all, you have until the second half to memorize them. As Jefferson's back at it, handoff. Nice run up the gut, but stopped almost immediately there by the South City defense. Oh, my God. Who's number 51?
The big boy.
My goodness.
He's a big boy.
That's Romeo Alapati. Senior, 5'10", 265. We got an injury on the field here. Hopefully everything's all right. It's also a classic, blustery, cold South City evening. I drove in from the South Bay, and I just watched as the temperature gauge plummeted more and more and more.
You turn up the heat in the Subi.
Subi was up to 70 degrees.
Oh, my goodness.
Now a Subi owner. I'm a big fan of the symmetrical all-wheel drive.
This injury timeout sponsored by Subaru.
You hear the disembodied voice there in the background of Aaron Boyd.
No, that's Mr. Orlick.
And Mr. Orlick. I was getting to
Oh,
both
sorry,
of them.
sorry.
They're having a spirited
So
conversation.
rare that the Big O heard on our
He's fired up about
broadcast.
something.
Yeah, he
Somebody
is.
must have taken his old-fashioned donut. Don't do that, folks. You'll lose a finger.
Yeah, be careful. Watch your fingers.
Second down again for the Warriors. Check that for the Grizzlies.
All right. We got some gesticulation here from the referee. I think
Things
actually
happening.
was that our SAT word 2 weeks ago?
Gesticulation?
Gesticulate. Gesticulate is tonight's SAT word. Gesticulate. To move about wildly. Oh, that's a bad snap. Fumbled on the ground and picked up by the Warriors.
That's a great play there. I think a couple plays ago, you might not have had any pressure back there to fall on the fumble, but this time there were a couple Warriors in the vicinity of that fumble. So everything's lining up, man, for them to get some forward momentum here. They just got to punch it in. They just need to find some offense that works for them and make something happen. But all the chances are there, which is exactly what you want. I mean, not a better way to start this game.
Yeah, the Warriors are now +2 in the turnover game, as you're seeing our beautiful drone shots.
I love that drone shot. Love it.
That gyroscope in there is fantastic. That thing looks so placid.
Yeah.
Or is it called a Euroscope, or am I just hungry? It's a delicious Euroscope with creamy mint sauce.
Available at Arujo's. They serve, is that on the menu there?
I hope not. Oh, there's a handoff right there at South City. That was just sniffed out immediately. Jefferson cut through that South City offensive line like it wasn't even there.
That was a rough one. Looks like, again, kind of some confusion on what was supposed to happen there, or maybe that was the design there to hand it off to that young man, but there was nothing going there, unfortunately.
Second down at 15 for Warriors.
We have some special guests in the booth here tonight, Ricardo. Isn't that right?
I got a couple of interns amongst Mr. Boyd's phenomenal staff. I brought in 2 of my own.
Bring your own intern or make your own intern. Make your own intern to bring in. Your lovely
That's for
children.
me.
Galang back to pass out in the flats and no one there, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and long. It's tough. They've got the defense is really keeping them in this thing, but they're unable to establish some offensive mojo. I'm sure you guys can hear in the background our phenomenal cheerleading squad. 25 members in all.
Is that how many there are? Do we confirm?
The card has 25.
I feel like I see more than 25 here.
It does look like more than 25, doesn't it?
Hey, girls, count how many cheerleaders there are and report back.
Galang back in the shotgun. Pass picked off by Jefferson.
Referees are waving it.
He's going to be ruled down. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. South City was already on the 3rd and long.
Funky start to this game, John.
Yes.
No doubt.
Brew a fresh pot.
Fresh pot.
Fresh pot. I've been listening to Murph and Mac, and in FM they sound different. It's weird.
Do they sound good?
I like them. I've always been a Murph and Mac fan.
Murph
I do
and
think they're getting dated. I think they've maybe only got about 4 or 5 more years in the tank. But maybe it's just an older demographic.
You don't like hearing about Bruce Springsteen at 8 in the morning?
I'm sorry. If you guys are listening, and I know you're not, they dropped some very, very dated references. They're talking about, like, the Grateful Dead.
If you ever hear Murph mention how much people rag on him, it's actually kind of sad. He gets very defensive about it. He's like, because apparently I'm awful. I don't think anybody's ever told him that they're good.
I really like
I don't
that.
think anybody's walked up and shook their hands and said, man, you guys are the best.
I did.
I don't think they've ever heard that.
I saw Murph, or was it Mac? I can't tell. They're two
And I can
interchangeable.
relate.
They're two interchangeable guys. I don't remember which one I met, but I was at a Giants playoff
Was he
game
really tall?
in 2012. No. So was that Murph?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Mac is supposed to be
super nice.
Really tall.
I said, hey, I like the show. I kept it brief. You know, if you see somebody you don't know that's famous, keep it brief. They'll be nice. You linger. They may not be so nice.
John, I saw Mark Ibanez out on my street the other day. I said, "What's up?" He wanted to stop the talk. I kept it brief. I said, "I gotta go, man. We can't do this right now."
Oh, you stiff arm Mark Ibanez?
I did.
Awesome.
He was in an all denim outfit by himself.
He was wearing a Canadian tuxedo?
Yes, he was.
Wow.
He was so happy that somebody recognized him. And then I was like, I gotta go, man. I'm so sorry.
He's the guy from Channel 2, right?
He is.
Oh,
yeah,
I love that guy.
He's a good dude.
You can tell he seems jolly. You know who does not seem jolly to me?
Who's that?
Sal Castaneda seems like
Sal looks kind of ornery. Well, he's up really early.
Yeah, I'd be
I'll give it
ornery
to Sal. I'm not really fun after that certain time. John, I have a report from our sideline reporter, Marilyn. Marilyn, how many cheerleaders are there?
40.
40 cheerleaders.
Are you sure? Michelle, I'm going to need my other intern to count. Count them out there, honey. Count how many cheerleaders there are and confirm Marilyn's number.
Actually, she's right. I count 41.
Marilyn, 40 or 41? Marilyn's sticking to 40, John.
Did you count this? Did you count this young man here without the pom-pom in the middle?
That's not a cheerleader. Oh, wait, that guy?
Yes.
Did you count him? She says she did.
All right, I count 41. That's impressive. All right, folks, while we were waxing poetic there was a personal foul on Jefferson, which has backed them up here. Just a quirky game to start with. Some turnovers and some personal fouls, and
yeah, things are getting chippy, man. And and there's another flag. I think I saw him catch a Warrior throw a shove out there, so I think that one's going to be against the Warriors now. But just a real weird way to start this game tonight. Although this crew, John, if you'll recall, is the weird crew from the late start game earlier this season.
That's right. This is the crew that the drone followed. Well, actually, we don't know if it's the crew. It's definitely the ref because you can't miss that guy.
Mike Raw is our ref tonight.
Yeah,
umpire Matt
the guy's
Schaefer,
like 6'7".
Head linesman Russ Kyle, line judge Ray Mastre, back judge Brandon Nagy. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out here.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate our officiating crew. It's a tough job these days.
We do, man. We do. I was a referee as a kid, and it was hardcore, man. Hardcore being a referee.
You can't go 3 days anymore on the social medias without seeing some crazy parent lose their mind because their kid got, like a penalty called on him or something.
The parents always thought that I didn't speak Spanish, so they try to always let me have it in Espanol.
Hand off there. Jefferson. Oh, big hit. Can we get a replay there?
Let's rerun that, man. That was nice. That was
shoulder
a nice
drop there. Let's take a look at this. Can I add some? Boom!
That's very nice.
Big hit from Emiliano Lopez.
Nice hit. Good tackling, good form there.
Emilio Lano.
Emilio. Be nice to get Emilio in the booth. Get all the kids in the booth someday. Michelle, how many cheerleaders did you count? Can't remember, but that's all right. You count them again, and you tell me that number.
She needs to have some more coffee. Can I put some more coffee in her chocolate milk?
Do not give them coffee. Yeah, what's that? You counted 3 times, and how many are there?
I've already given them coffee.
Marilyn's saying 40, John. I'm going to have to ask you to revise your number.
I saw 41, but I could count in a second. But I'm also watching a football game. I'm working here.
That too.
Oh, that's Jefferson's back to. I should probably just actually say do the play-by-play instead of just being a fan. Oh! As the pass is intended there. For the Jefferson receiver.
What receiver? I was just about to say. I don't think there was a gentleman.
There was somebody,
a Grizzly, within 5 miles of where that pass went. Grizzlies were lucky not to throw it into the hands of the Warriors.
Does
again.
A bear poop in the woods?
Does a grizzly poop in the woods?
It'd be really cool if John Madden showed up tonight. If he was in like the Madden bus, does he still have that thing?
I gotta assume he does. He doesn't fly anywhere, right?
Hey, John, if you're at home listening, I hope you're doing well. Tweet at us.
Michelle just said there's too many cheerleaders this much because you can't.
There's
count.
a lot. As a long third down pass there.
Love to see the Warriors defense clapping hands, getting props on the sideline, doing what they need to do to get this ball back into the hands of their offense. Love to see this positive momentum. You got to think that the Warriors are ecstatic to be in this game. I know I don't mean it to be sarcastic, but this late into the first quarter to still find themselves in a winnable game, I mean, that's huge.
Well, let's be honest here, right? We're not going to go and be dishonest with folks. I mean, it's been a tough season.
It has.
We've had some 3-4 touchdown first quarters.
Yeah, man.
This year, it's a rebuilding year. Glad to hear about some kids coming up and hearing about the team's plight and saying, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not a football player, I'm a soccer player, or whatever, but I'm going to put myself out there.
That's what it's going to take, man.
Great punt there.
That's what it's going to take.
Nice punt and a fair catch called inside the it's like the 47-yard line of Jefferson.
And that was a nice play by Carlos Marquez, man. That's not easy to do. Call a fair catch, compose yourself, see 2 Grizzlies in your grill, and to come down with it cleanly, it's not easy. It's not easy. So nice play by that young man. But going back to what you said, John, I mean, last week was a tough one in Cappuccino. They couldn't put up any points. They got throttled through the first 3 quarters and ended up losing 48-0. And that's kind of been the story most of the year, which is, it's tough. Tough for us and obviously even tougher for these kids. But they're still coming out here. There's more kids now than there were a week ago, and that's as good a sign of progress as you can get.
I mean, it was tough. I think week 1 we had 17 people dressed. And
yeah,
that's just
tough.
That's just exhaustion. Wow, nice cutback there. Great downhill running.
Attaway, young man. Keep those legs moving. Got him an extra at least 4 or 5 yards. Get those sticks moving.
Let's take a look here on the beautiful replay. Look at this. Boom, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling for a South City first down.
A good 4 yards with the extra effort there.
And there's the disembodied voice of Aaron Boyd. All right, South City with a fresh set of downs, trying to creep into the end zone. Oh, nothing doing there. As a big hit is laid down. That was number 8, Christopher Garcia Magalon, and the hit was laid down by Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, that was a very nice hit by that young man. Both of these teams coming out heavy and hard thus far.
He did the little look down. He did the shoulder drop and then the look down.
Admire his work.
I believe he was. Come at me, bro.
Come at me.
At South City Warriors on Instagram. Or come at me on Twitter at SSFHS Warriors.
John, the Warriors and the Grizzlies are both 0-1 in league play. Obviously, the big old point differential separates them, but
nice hard count there, Ricardo.
But the Warriors believe, man. The Warriors believe that they can win this game. And a lot of the times that's all you need, especially for a team that's hungry, that hasn't tasted victory this whole season. That might be enough.
Okay, so Galang was under the impression there that he got them off sides, that he induced the defense to get to the neutral zone, though, but I guess it was a false start.
Oh, man, I missed that. I definitely saw the Grizzlies moving, but the homer in me chose not to see any movement on the Warriors side.
For some reason, when you said the homer in me, I saw Homer Simpson in my head.
Well, I do have donuts right in front of me.
You're going into the bushes.
Oh. The memes just get better and better.
All right, 6 and forever. Hand off, and nothing doing there. Another big hit laid on. Another huge guy there, Joey Cesares. He doesn't even have his height and weight. I'm going to assume 6'8", 396. I don't know. He's a big guy. Probably off.
What does it say on the roster?
It says nothing. He's got nothing for his height and weight. Big guy. Top of your screen, exiting the field at South City Warriors underneath our @ sign. Gosh, just another great defensive stop. Another nice play or two, and now back into 3rd and forever territory. 3rd and 14 for these Warriors. Staying in a power formation. Galang with the snap, fakes the handoff, goes for a pass in the flat, and we've got a flag on the play.
A lot of flags early this evening, John. I guess it's windy. Maybe they're blowing out of the pockets of the referees. I got 15 mile an hours coming out of the northwest.
Yeah, we're all set here for about a 3-hour and 46-minute game. These flags. My goodness. My cherry pie. Penalty declined there by Jefferson, saying, you know, it's already 4th and forever. Let's just go ahead and let you play it. South City's going to try to kick a 62-yard field goal here. Just kidding. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
We got the soccer players for it.
I would pay money to see that.
We got the soccer players for it. Get Diego Sanchez out here. He'll nail that field goal.
Where is Diego? Come on down.
Keep telling him. You got an open invitation. If you play football at South City and you can prove it in some way, shape, or form, I will let you do a quarter.
Nice
I'm
punt
the
there,
most
but it's going
powerful
to carry
person
into the end zone.
Holding this headset.
And the touchback there. I don't know. I mean, maybe they may have called for a fair catch and then started to run out of the end zone, I think is what happened there.
Well, it worked out for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, if you've ever played football for South City, come at us, bro, at South City Warriors or at SSFHS, and you know, we'll try to get you in the booth here. Talk a little pigskin. Talk about your high school glory days. And, talk like Spicoli.
We set the bar pretty high, considering you and I did not play football, but we won't.
I did not play football, but, you know, I had a glandular problem.
Well, there you go. I remember Coach V, I started his modern history class. He looked at me, he's like, why aren't you playing football? I go, oh, I'm soft on the outside and on the inside.
Yep, nothing's changed in over 20 years.
But we traveled well, man. We were the really A and B boosters of that football team. There wasn't a person that wasn't beloved that didn't show up to all those games, man. Those were some good years.
I don't know if I've done – oh, there's a big hole there as the ball's handed off. And lots of running room there for Jefferson.
That's the last man to beat. Nice tackle there by the Warrior, number 4, Mr. Montalban, to save a touchdown.
Yeah, that was Lucas Fuapusa from the Grizzlies there. Man, he had a lot of room. I could see the hole from here. It was the size of a Winnebago.
John Anthony Alvarado is down here, number 55, grabbing at his knee on his back now. Bummer. He looks to be in some pain there as the Warriors rally around him here. But he kind of immediately hit the deck and grabbed for his right knee.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So I hope he's okay.
Yeah, knee injuries are tough. Did you catch that Patrick Mahomes injury on Thursday night?
I did, man, I did.
Oh, why do they keep showing them, like, you know, put it back into here's the replay on that. Ooh. See him sort of break down there.
You know, John, I hate to call him out, but I saw a Warrior trying to put his leg out and maybe just trip one of the Grizzlies and then kind of inadvertently tripped one of our own. We got a tough play there, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Do I have anything left? It's hard.
Okay, we got a replay once again there. And he's on the right of your screen. 55. Looks like he might get rolled up on there a little bit. Well, hopefully he's all right. Got our medical staff down there keeping an eye on him. It's number 55, Anthony Alvarado's coming to his feet. He's limping, unfortunately, so he's going to make it on over there to the bench for some further evaluation. Watch that replay a couple times. Couldn't really make it out as to what happened. I don't know if he got it rolled up on.
Yeah, it's tough, man. There's so much happening in those melees that probably he doesn't even know when it happened. But it's good to see him up on his feet.
And that brings up a 1st and 10 by for the Grizzlies here. They're now inside South City territory with the longest run of the night there, 32 yards.
Like you said, John, Warriors did a good job to stop him from taking off here. Helped a little bit by the quarterback keeper there, tripping up a little bit.
Yeah, it was great penetration there by the Warriors, but able to sneak through the line there. Short gain. We're still going to get you some more information on that injured player if we get some, but he's kind of stretching out right now, trying to get that sorted out.
Yeah, Mr. Alvarado was on the deck for a little while, so I'm sure he's in some pretty bad pain.
All right, 2nd and 3 for Jefferson. Shotgun snap. Hand off to the runner in motion. Big hole. Makes it around the side there. Past a couple South City defenders. He is in the end zone for a Jefferson touchdown.
Abasamis Hammer. That is his last name according to this.
Daniel Abasamis Hammer, yeah.
Abasamis Hammer is quick. He is 5'0", 130 lbs.
I thought you were going to go for the you're 5'0", 100 nothing.
You ain't got a speck of athletic ability.
That's from Rudy for all you folks listening at home.
He does have athletic ability because that young man broke out in a hurry. He was quick. He was at his top speed in the blink of an eye and just took off. And the Warriors had no answer.
You know who we would be if we were making dated Rudy references in the next 20 years? We'd be Murph and Mac.
Murph and Mac making Rudy references.
No one gets your Rudy reference going on. Oh, there was a flag on the play. Oh, it's a delay of game. On Jefferson, maybe they were just too excited there. They forgot they got to get their kicking squad out. Kick is up, and it is no good.
Warriors had some pressure there on the right side. Maybe got in his head a little bit. But Warriors will take that result. Keeps it 6-0. Keep it a close game. I mean, it's not going to be any easier for the Warriors, John. Couple turnovers in Grizzly territory there. They couldn't make anything happen. You just hope that doesn't come back to bite them. But those opportunities are few and far between for this Warrior team this year. But again, 6-0. It's early.
So this is a guess. I'm looking up from the booth here, but Alvarado's looking pretty good. I don't know if it was a cramp or what. He's smiling. He's talking to. He's eating a snack.
Is that ice cream?
A lot of water. Maybe he just needs some electrolytes.
Give the man his ice cream.
He's hamming down something.
Probably a chicken teriyaki bowl.
And he's drinking a lot of water. So that's a good sign. Hopefully he just cramped up or something. Maybe that's why he went down. All right, 21 seconds left in the longest first quarter we've experienced this year. 36-minute first quarter. Right, I'm not wrong about that.
No. That's all of the minutes.
A lot of laundry, a lot of changes of possession. That's going to be a flag as that kick goes out of bounds. Oh, there's some chippiness, some bodies flying, more flags. We've got a bit of a melee breaking out here on the field, folks.
That's dumb, man.
This is unfortunate as we've got some coaching staff here keeping other players off the field.
I'm not having that, man. That's not good for anybody involved.
Well, number 11, Jesus Luano got punted down to the ground there, and then came up and took great umbrage with that.
That's not a good look, man, for either team there. And I get that it's chippy and it's early, but that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. Not what you want to see.
Yeah, these might be offsetting. It was the ball went
I
out
don't know, man. Well, yeah, I think you're probably right.
The ball went out of bounds, and then basically one of the Jefferson players didn't catch his number. Essentially, just shoulder checked Jesse Lujano and put him on the ground.
Is that right?
And he came up and gave him quite a shove. So,
well, it's a tough. I don't envy the referees here having to kind of roll this back in their head and figure out who saw what. Sometimes you see the first one. Sometimes you catch the retaliation. So it's a tough, they're in a tough spot. We're lucky up here, and maybe we'll get a replay, maybe we won't, but, it is what it is. You just don't want to see it, because I've seen the Warriors do it too. That's my issue here is that the personal fouls have been happening on both sides, and we can't have that, man. We can't have that. And the kids know that, and they get caught up in the moment, and, you forgive them, but can't have it.
Well put, Ricardo, as we're going to look at our white hat here, look at the referees, and come up with it. He's walking over to the South City sideline. So technically, I believe there should be 3 penalties in the play. You've got the kick going out of bounds, you've got a personal foul on the Warriors, and possibly a personal foul on Jefferson.
Well, let's see what happens.
Referee on the right there, he looks like he's in a Zach Brown cover band. He's got a great beard.
Zach Brown. The future. The future Murph and Mac in here. Zach Brown band.
I'm a big Zach Brown fan. I wanted to catch him this year. So, have you ever heard of the Mid-State Fair in Paso Robles?
No, it sounds great. Paso Robles is a great town.
Paso Robles is beautiful. I was driving up from Los Angeles this summer. Actually, we were driving up. We had a little family trip together. We went down to San Diego, and they had a great lineup. We've got 2 ejections for South City and 2 ejections for Jefferson.
And that seems to be that makes sense to me for what it's worth. You've just seen too much, and referees got tired of it, and they're going to start tossing people, unfortunately. You just hope it's nobody too important for this Warrior offense, because we need all the help we can get on that side of the ball. Mr. Orlick agrees. Thanks, Mr. O. Always appreciated.
Well, I think what's most important is sportsmanship. So,
no. We need offense, John. We need the offense.
Offense and sportsmanship.
Forget sportsmanship. We need some offense. Referee's still talking about it.
Coach Tao wants an explanation. He's trying to figure some things out here. We've got some things going on here on the South City sideline. Some players trying to pump each other up. They're getting fired up. I think we're in for a crazy second half of football here,
Do
Ricardo.
what you got to do, man. Find the energy, find the inspiration.
We're now in a 41-minute first quarter. 41-minute first quarter.
I was going to try and pick up my wife from the airport, John, but I think at this point she might need to just BART it to the house.
I think after this game, it's going to be so late, it's going to be the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
What are they chanting out here, John?
They're chanting Warriors.
I like that. That feels like 0-1 now. It's starting to feel like 0-1 out here.
Athletic director Noelle's on the sidelines as well. She's keeping an eye on things. And these guys are getting fired up, man. I can feel it up here. It's probably good to get fired up because it's so cold. But hopefully they keep this thing together. All right. This referee's making quite a trip here. He's going to the South City sideline. Now what's his name, Ricardo? We get the referee's name here.
Mike Raw. Our white hat is Mike Raw tonight, I believe.
Mike Raw. He's doing some explaining to South City and now to Jefferson, and hopefully we can get some football underway here.
That'd be nice. I'm here for the football.
I came here to watch football and chew bubble gum.
And
I'm all out of bubble gum. All right, the Warriors fired up, getting themselves a little Warrior chant there.
I'm not going up there. Mr. O wants me to close up the hatch up there. There's no way I'm climbing a ladder in my condition.
Oh, they need to close that, though. It's freezing.
In my condition.
I've really gotten soft over the years. I've lost my
butter soft.
I've lost my South City
Charmin
edge.
soft.
It's all those years in San Jose, man.
Yeah, that'll do it to you.
I'm on year 8. I just hit year 8.
Warriors. I liked hearing that. The sideline was imploring the crowd to get into it, to get involved. I like it. I like it. All right, John, football.
All right, back to the footy after some ejections.
The footy.
We've got a false start on the Warriors. My God, this
They're
is
raring
the
to go.
quarter that'll never end.
They're raring to go. They are raring to go.
I got reservations for 2 at 9:45.
Where?
Fernando Jagagaria, if you're out there, you're listening. I got dinner plans with Fernando.
Fernando Jagagaria.
Hadagi. Fernando Hadagi. I got to say Jagagaria in my phone in order to contact him. It doesn't understand Hadagi. It doesn't understand the J that sounds like an H.
I'm surprised.
Oh, nice little handoff there. Cut up the middle for a short gain. I can't call it, Rick. I can't make this game. This game has no face.
Yeah, it's odd, to say the least. A couple of weird turnovers there to begin the game, and then not much offense after that. And then the Grizzlies kind of opened it up on a couple of big run plays here a moment ago as the first quarter mercifully comes to an end.
I was going to say that.
I'm only kidding. I'm only joking.
Most mercifully.
I'm only joking. Like you said, John, funky game thus far.
Well,
but
hopefully
the Warriors are still in it. Which,
hopefully our sideline
we'll
reporter could figure some things out for us and kind of get us some understanding.
Are we going to Jessica? Or are we going
what's going on?
Here?
We're going to Jessica Silva. Jessica, what's going on?
Hey everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm here from the South City Source. Tonight I'm here with Adriana, Gisela. So how do you think the game is going so far? So far, I mean, we haven't scored, but we're doing pretty good. And who are you guys supporting tonight? South City and our friend Daniela. All right, thank you so much. Back to you in the booth.
All right, Jessica, thank you so much. Nice backpack. I like the backpacks.
Backpacks are a whole thing now.
Backpacks are cool. Very tiny. They've gotten smaller.
I just want to say, John, that was the smoothest one of those we've done all season.
That was the smoothest by far.
That was the best one we've done.
Sideline pitch.
By far.
It's because I cut you off.
No,
Boyd
we're
was
good.
ready. We had to go.
Did any of the interviewees curse or anything like that?
No one cursed.
Okay,
there was no weird microphone thing. It was
fantastic.
Beautiful.
We did it.
You know, let's act like we've been there before.
But we haven't.
We have not.
We go there sometimes.
Like I said, I don't know what to make of this game, but another handoff from South City. Oh, nice little corner caught there. Oh.
The Warriors are in it, John. That's all you need to know as the Grizzlies try to take another Warrior out here.
Wow, he went right through the first down pylon. Or stick, or whatever you want to call that thing. He went through the who's-he, what's-it, Ricardo?
Well, it was a nice run, and he narrowly avoided getting taken out by one of those Grizzlies that were coming in hot. But the Warriors are in it, and that's good enough for me, man. 6-0 with the ball, with some positive yardage. You know, not a lot you can say. Not a lot you can grab a hold on to here.
So, Ricardo, are you a fan of the graphic novel Watchmen and film Watchmen? Alan Moore's classic? Because I was going to make a reference to the fact that as South City stopped in the run there, it's going to bring up a 4th and long. I don't know what to make of this game. Like I don't know what to make of. There's a Watchmen series coming out on HBO.
You know, I end up reading about these things more than ever actually watching them. And it's based on a true event. It's kind of like a side story thing.
I don't know.
It's true stuff, man. It's really compelling, actually. I mean, it's some sad American history that they're drawing on for
Watchmen?
Yeah.
No. It's based. It's like on folks being superheroes, but they don't really, have powers.
They're using some real stuff. As
right.
They
use like a warp timeline where, well, at least in the graphic novel, which I really recommend to folks out there, Nixon stays in office. There is no Watergate, and things get a little weird from there, as you can imagine. Imagine Nixon with like 5 terms, basically.
Yeah.
But I watched the preview, and it's called Watchmen, but I don't have. There's none of the characters that I recognize.
Yeah.
On the initial one, so I don't know if it's just kind of Splinter.
Those
factions.
guys are all wearing Rorschach like
Yes.
face mask.
Oh,
I
so
recognize that.
You did see the preview?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I'm trying to watch the Righteous Gemstones, they shove Watchmen down my face.
Oh, gotcha. How was the Righteous Gemstones?
I will watch anything with Danny McBride in it, so I might not be a
God
good.
bless you. God bless you.
I cannot
agree.
be a positive, don't take my word for it. I love everything he does.
So remember we were saying, you could tell some people are nice, some people are not. I bet you that guy in real life is a monster.
You think so?
Oh, Danny McBride.
That breaks my heart.
100%, dude.
That breaks my heart if that's true.
What was that movie he was in with Michael Cera where, the end of the world happens? It's like the Rapture
or
something.
Yeah. The end. This is the end?
This is the end. Oh, fantastic, terrible movie.
Insane movie. Yeah.
But you're like, oh, you act this well because this is just who you are.
That's just who you are. Huh?
Just like I would imagine that Will Ferrell never acts. It's just Will Ferrell.
It's just him all the time.
All he can do is put the volume up or down, right?
Yeah.
So I watched Stranger Than Fiction. It's just Will Ferrell with the volume at -4.
Oh, Warriors
nice
missing some
run
tackles
there by Jeff.
there, John.
Tackles missed and into the end zone. Another touchdown for Jefferson. Great run there by number 34. Pelasuma.
That was a tough one to see because there were a couple Warriors that had maybe a chance to make that play there, and he just neither of them, none of them, I should say, were able to make the play. So he was able to give me that name again. I'm sorry.
Pelasuma. And you know what his position is? Athlete. ATH. He could just do anything.
He can do it all.
He can do it all. He's a slashy. He's an athlete.
The man's so nice they named him twice.
Let me tell you about that Pelasuma. He's an athlete.
Think he's related to Tuamu.
You know what? Let me tell you something, Ricardo. I need to get this as the kick is up and good. There's a flag on the play for something or other. Oh, my goodness. There's so many flags tonight. I've been working on this South City touchdown call in the shower like a crazy person.
Well, maybe you'll be able to dust it off
and,
tonight. And,
I just can't I haven't been able to do it all season long.
Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night.
I got an idea. If it's not a huge penalty, why not just keep him in the pocket? As we're now at 49 minutes for a quarter and 2 minutes into another one.
Well, yeah, I thought, yeah, just making sure we're in the second quarter.
A man so nice they named him twice. Time for an obscure Jimi Hendrix reference. The extra point was good. That's correct. It's now 13-0.
Point is good. Penalty will be assessed on kickoff.
All right, we got Christopher Magallan and Elijah Avelio are back to receive the kick.
Grizzlies 25-yard line.
And the Grizzlies are going to be forced here to kick an NFL style, actually, an old school NFL kickoff because of a penalty. Avalio and Magallan are back on the 30-yard line, ready to receive the kick. I think it's going to be a short one. I've only seen short ones tonight. Let's take a look. I was wrong. It's a good kick.
Give the Warriors a chance to run one back here.
Hauled in by the Warriors. Met with a ferocious defense there on the 42-yard line. That's what we can do when we work together. 40 or 41 voices in unison.
How about it? Maryland doubled down on 40, just so you know. John, South City High presents Pumpkin Fest. Celebrate the fall season and enjoy fun games, prizes, and food at this fall-themed carnival next Friday, a week from tonight, October 25th, 3:30 to 8 p.m. Hit up the Fall Fest, hit up the Pumpkin Fest, and then come watch some South City football. We got a game next week.
Fantastic. It's 41. I counted again.
Oh, man. Maryland. John is saying 41.
41. I counted again. I don't want to tell a child that they're wrong, but I'm 37 years old.
Throw it down.
I'm a man. I'm 37.
It's the only way they'll learn.
5-yard gain on
And the South City there cuts it in half.
What was that, Maryland?
Second and 5.
40.
Counted 40, I believe you.
I counted 41.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, wait, they're all mixed up there in the middle now. I can't do this.
Don't forget the one right, this young lady right here down by the fence. Now this has become a thing. Second and 5, and another flag on the play. It looked like either
Why not?
everybody's pointing at everybody. It's either a false start or encroachment. We'll find out.
If you're wearing yellow, the referees would like you to come onto the field right now.
All right, encroachment on the defense. All right. And we got a little drive going here. That'll move it 5 and get the Warriors a first down.
John, join us for the South City High Band, Color Guard, and Choir Pancake Breakfast. All you can eat, $10 a person. Sunday, November 10th. Sunday, November 10th from 9 a.m. to noon. You heard me right. All you can eat pancakes.
Band on the run.
You get a plate, pancake, sausage, fruit, OJ, coffee, water, and hot chocolate.
What?
Raffle items will be available.
For how much?
$10.
Gotta get that, gotta get that, gotta get that.
There it is.
Band on the run.
Handoff there. Oh, caught in the backfield. Good idea there. But number 8, McGowan was brought back in the he's number 8, and he was taken back 8 yards.
Yeah, he got driven back there.
The
The
old
Grizzlies
8 for
got
8.
back there in a hurry.
Oh, I just picked up a Paul McCartney album.
Which one?
Ram.
I love Ram.
Do
It's
you?
got my favorite Paul McCartney song on there.
What's that?
Monkberry Moon Delight, where he has Linda McCartney shouting on it and stuff. It's definitely my jam. It spawned like a whole genre of shouty music and songs. It's really my favorite.
Jefferson
my favorite.
Jefferson brought the house there. But, so shout out to my good friend Mark Lohr
Monkberry
up in
Moon
Portland,
Delight.
Oregon.
Ba, 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 ba.
I do feel bad for Paul McCartney because you could tell that was, she was, Linda was.
It's like,
his-
come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, we can do it a record.
Well, she-
Sure, come on.
Well, no, but she died. She had cancer, right?
She did, yeah,
But
yeah.
so I follow him on Instagram, and it's probably heavily curated and done by like his marketing team or whatever. But it's always like pictures like Linda took, like old like Polaroids,
old
because that
school
was his
stuff.
one. That
Yeah,
was his
yeah.
one. Oh my wife Linda,
Yeah.
Linda McCartney took the picture.
I always hear he's like the nicest dude ever in real life.
Yeah, he
They
said
called him. Someone called him Human Prozac. That's what Bill
Oh?
Hader. Bill Hader called him Human Prozac. He would come by Saturday Night Live during the week during rehearsals and just like ask you how you're doing and check in on everyone. Like
That's
just
awesome.
The nicest guy ever.
You know what? Doesn't matter if you're famous. Doesn't matter if you're not famous. You should always be kind. I really mean that. Doesn't matter. Actually, I stopped at a Starbucks to use the restroom because 40 minutes will do it to you.
It's a long way for a
And
30-year-old.
shotgun snap there.
Let's
Galang
see
back.
if Galang can.
Galang showing off his legs. Oh, and he is flattened out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. That does not look good. There is a flag on the play, folks, and that did not look good. Here's the replay.
Oh man, I don't know that I want to see the replay.
Galang just got flattened.
I saw.
Oh, my gosh.
I saw so many Grizzlies lining up to take him out. The quarterback gets on a run there, and I mean, I literally saw at least 3 Grizzlies just measuring out their shot.
There's a lot
And
of
so-
emotions running high here. South City and Jefferson have to be careful. They could call this thing.
Yeah, absolutely they could. They could.
We
If
got
they
some
don't,
real angry Warriors here on the sidelines. So hopefully cooler heads will prevail. Coach Tao has made his way over. That was a brutal hit.
Well, look, and a Warrior put a good block on this play, but it was a clean block from what I could see. But from my angle, from the angle of the players on the field, somebody could take umbrage to what they perceive as a dirty block or a block in the back. I didn't see it that way, but again, that was the only thing that my eye was focused on was just somebody getting blindsided. I didn't see any Warren Sapp style shadiness. If you remember him taking out Chad Clifton.
Oh yeah.
In like the ugliest football play I think that has ever been seen. As you hear some applause, and you pray that our guy is up and has his bearings, because, I mean, it sounds like you saw the shot on the quarterback, John. I actually didn't see it because I was watching the block to the side, just to the side of that.
Well, I actually heard it as well. So that's the opposite side of the field that we're on. I got a headset on, and I still heard the impact. So Galang is making his way over. So hopefully he's all right. He's coming back on his own power.
He's having a seat. He's having a seat on the bench here, and they're attending to him, and hopefully he's okay. But yeah, it's tough, man, and reminds you that Bell game that the referees called for no reason, with like a good minute or two left. They decided to end the game for whatever reason. This game is way chippier than that, and you hope that they can continue to play under the right circumstances. But weird game, man. Tough game tonight.
Okay, there's been another ejection here. There's a personal foul. It's going to move the sticks.
Yeah, you don't even really care about the sticks at this point. After watching that kid take that hit, it's like,
yeah, that was brutal. He's on the sidelines now with a bag of ice. Like, yikes. Some of the routine hits they take would put me on for about a week and a half. I mean, that thing, I'd just be done. I would live there on that side of the field.
Yeah.
Just build a house around me.
No, they're going to keep playing football, John. We'll be seeing who the Warriors trot out as their quarterback with Galang sidelined here. I'd be shocked if Galang found his way back on the field tonight. So, another kind of challenge for this Warrior offense to bring in another quarterback fresh off the sideline, next man up. But the Warriors need some help on the offensive side of the ball, and this is not helpful.
Well, it's 6'2" senior Darius Amiglo, and he's going to pass right out the gate. And it's a beautiful pass across the middle. Hauled in for a beautiful gain there. Lawrence Maltoban with the catch.
It was it looked like a dangerous throw to me. I saw a ton of defenders in the area, but he floated it just perfectly. And again, you're kind of watching the Grizzly DBs there, and again, kind of measuring out a hit.
Yeah, and you're not thinking
lowering the
that.
shoulder, and again, it would have been a clean shot. In reality, I mean, he's catching the ball, he's turning up the field, and here comes the defender. So just lucky that no nasty bad hits followed the last one on poor Galang.
Well, that brings up a first and goal on the 8-yard line, and you're not expecting a backup quarterback to come in and just throw a strike for over 20 yards.
No, and Coach Tao's going to let that feeling linger here and call a timeout and talk it over.
I like it.
Probably a good use of a timeout there to go over some red zone principles there with the quarterback who just came in just 1 moment ago.
Man on the run.
That's all right. I'll just watch it.
Go, bro. His name was Jefferson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees won. Ew. You know what, though? I think the Nationals have sprinkled on us. They've been sprinkled us.
First down and goal from the 8-yard line of the Warriors.
All right, after a little break there, South City. First and goal. Handoff up the gut. Ooh, that's not going to do much. Stopped there by the Jefferson defense. No gain on the play there. Forward momentum took it back to the original line of scrimmage. Second and goal as South City here is trying to get into the end zone. Darius Amiglo now under center, and they're going to talk it out. It's got the play now from Coach Tao running back in. All right, 2nd and goal for the Warriors. Fakes the handoff, pass to the corner of the end zone, and just too high for the intended receiver, number 35, Rolando Martinez. South City's really got to punch it in here. They're on the doorstep. You got to think this is 4th down. This is 4 down territory for these Warriors. Down 13-0. They got to get in the end zone. 5:05 left here in the 2nd quarter. Miglo's got the play. He's back into the huddle. So far, Jefferson's goal line defense has been very stout. Tough for these Warriors to break in. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Bad snap. And Amiglo does well just to fall on it as we've got a penalty on the play.
The penalty on the play.
Looks like it's going to be on South City as the referee is conferring with the Jefferson bench. False start on the offense. That's going to bring up 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and long. 5-yard penalty here. We'll see what Coach Tow's got in his bag of tricks. Let's see if South City pulls out a little bit of trickery here. South City trotting out a similar formation, 4 wide. It's going to be another timeout on the field here by South City. They're going to talk it over. It's going to be the 2nd call timeout. They got 1 remaining. You know, they want to get this right, these Warriors. Trying to cut that lead in half.
Once again, everybody, let's put our hands together for our women cheerleaders. Down there on the sideline, Jefferson, Anna, Timberland, Cindy, Sarah, Natalia, Diane, Vivian, Erica, Jan, Jim, Chris, Lucy, Julia, Kim, Christina, Tiffany, Andrea, Angelica, Marielle.
As you're going to hear the voice of Aaron Boyd trying to make his way all the way through the cheerleader roster.
John had to rush my toddler to the baño. Thank you very much. What did I miss?
I was hoping that they would score their first touchdown.
Me too. I was thinking about it. I go, no, there's no
restroom.
way they're going to score while I'm in the John.
All right. South City's burned their 2nd timeout. They had a penalty, so now it's 3rd and goal from forever behind here. Amiglo back, pass to the corner of the end zone. Almost picked off. Really ill-advised pass there.
Oh, John, I don't know that it was ill-advised. He had the wide receiver. He just, you know, this quarterback is fresh, so he's just trying to find his touch there. I think if he had given it a little bit more. Yeah,
not
maybe
ill-advised.
Give it a little bit more tapatio on that ball. I think it would have gotten to the Warrior wide
I'm
receiver there.
I'm a Victoria guy. Have you got the Victoria?
Oh, I don't like any of it.
You like that hot
plain.
sauce, huh?
Plain.
The El Salvadorian folks in general don't like the spicy?
Yeah, not necessarily.
Ah.
Love Korean food, though. Apparently there's some good overlap with the Korean.
Love Korean food. Once we take our break here, 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. It has now been 1 hour and 7 minutes for 1 quarter. And
can I pick up my wife at halftime and be back for the second half of action? I think I might be able to do that.
Go for it. I think it's going to work out. All right, it is 4 down territory. The South City in the same formation. Miglo looking right this time and just floats it. He had a small window there, but just wasn't able to thread the needle. That's a bummer. That is too bad. South City turns over. That's the best opportunity they've had in, about 4 games for a score.
Yeah, it is, John. And they've had a couple trips to the red zone this evening, which is, good, but unable to make something happen thus far. Though it's early. We're still barely into the second quarter of this game. Blue. Go get 'em. White. Go get him, go get him, go get him, blue and white. I know
How's
all
the
of
flight
the
tracker
cheers.
going? Where's your wife? Is she somewhere over Colorado?
She's close. She's supposed to land at 8:20, so that puts her about 10, 15 minutes out.
Do you think she got upgraded to first class and she's going to come off the plane just totally hammed?
Yeah, I hope so. She deserves it.
Red Wine Denise is getting off the plane hot. Coming in hot. As Jefferson with the run there. Big flag comes in again. What's going on here?
I saw maybe a holding on Jefferson. We'll see what the referee saw there, but one of the Warrior players there was signaling that he was getting mauled.
Personal fuzz face mask on the Warriors.
Oh, well, that's not good. I did not see that. I did not see that.
I did not see that. What is that?
It's Johnny Carson.
That's Johnny. It's Johnny.
The exact line is, I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Did not know that.
Who's Ed McMahon in this situation? Or is that,
he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there quietly. Yeah. You are correct, sir.
Hey, is Conan on his way out? I'm a big Conan fan, and now his show is way shorter.
Yeah,
He's shorter.
I think
His
he
show's like
just
a half
doesn't
hour.
want to do it anymore.
It's like a half hour.
Yeah. You just do podcasts and make some money that way. He seems like a creative guy, though. There'll be some outlet for him.
South City doesn't have an answer for this Jefferson run. They're kind of running at will here. You know, I see these people that make money on these podcasts, and really it's – so I was for a time listening to the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's a good podcast, man.
You know,
it's just like any podcast. You got to fast forward through some stuff.
Right. Hear me out on this, though. So I've watched the video, and I've confirmed it, and I've also watched the podcast. Shout out to Brian Perez, who recommended it. Clearly, Joe Rogan has no notes. He barely uses notes, man.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to stop you. I thought you said he had no nose.
No, he has no
a physical
notes.
Human
he
nose.
has no notes.
I see. Okay.
He basically just takes a bunch of the devil's lettuce and then just starts chatting.
He just
for
wants
like
to have
an
a
hour.
conversation.
The big open. Oh, man, there was a huge sack. Looked like it was looming there. As coming in free was number 22, Emiliano Lopez. But anyway, yeah, so I can't do the Rogan anymore because get some notes, man. Clear your mind. Get some notes.
You know what?
Kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah. Watch yourselves. Nice play there by the like a DN there for the Warriors, coming up strong. And
Emiliano Lopez.
Doing well to get a hand there. He saw the throwing motion starting, and he kind of threw his arm out there to stop the pass. So a nice play by that young man. Let's see what happens. Ooh, big hole there for the Grizzlies.
That's a lot of room.
He's got two Warriors to beat here. Nice
big
block.
Downfield block, and it was clean.
Yeah, great block.
Another touchdown there by Pelasuma. He's an athlete. So nice they named him twice.
He got outside of the pack there, and then it was just a matter of whether or not he'd get a good block there, which he did.
Wow.
What's the call here, John? I think the Warriors, the Warriors are calling for another
oh, gosh, is it another injured player?
evaluation. Jeez Louise.
Well, the call right now is 1 hour and 10 minutes for less than 2 quarters of football.
It might be. Mr. Orlick here saying, is it the gentleman that got blocked?
Yeah, it looks
there?
to be. Looks like it is.
And like you said, John, it looked like a clean block from here.
I thought there was another flag, which is why I mentioned the time, but not a flag, just an injured.
No, right.
I mean, injured player. My goodness, yeah, this has been. Again, this game has no face. It's the Rorschach of games.
And unfortunately, it's.
Here's the replay. Oof. Oh, and that's backup quarterback Darius Amiglo. Looks like a number 12 there, who just got upended.
You took a pretty nasty spill there.
Yeah, down on his shoulder hard, which you don't want from your backup quarterback.
No. He took a nasty spill. Hopefully, maybe just got the wind knocked out of him or something, hitting the ground there. That's what you hope. It's not something more serious. I'm tired of having this serious conversation with you, John. This is no fun, man.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That is unfortunate. Here's the play. Yeah, that was a nice, it was a clean block. It's a nice clean block.
It certainly looked like one from here, yeah.
Our Zach Brown brother right there, he's got quite the sunglassed hand working. My goodness.
He's in Puerto Vallarta this weekend.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
PV?
I'd even go for a Cabo San Lucas.
Let's go to PV again, man. I know a guy that has a place down there.
Never been to PV with you.
I know a guy that you didn't go to that. Oh, you weren't on the Bambi roster.
I'm a big all-inclusive guy, though. I love the all-inclusive resorts.
Well, we made it all-inclusive. We forced Little Raj to cook meals for us. The house actually came with
a butler,
a cook. Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, she was phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Would she make anything? Like
yeah, she made salsa and like guac and stuff, and we just leave it. I mean, we don't need much.
Would she make you a hamburguesa con queso?
Yeah. Con tocino.
Con tocino with bacon.
Nice to see the young man up on his feet again here.
Oh, he's holding his arm. That's South City's backup quarterback. I don't know who they've got third on the depth chart.
Is it his throwing arm? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's holding his arm like it's an accessory, so that's not a good thing.
Man. I think the Grizzlies still have to set up for the point after here.
I got a 10 o'clock, so I got a drop dead time at 9:45, guys. 9:45, drop dead. Yeah, Miglo's on the sidelines, and he's holding his arm, and it doesn't look good. So kick is up and good for Jefferson, and Jefferson takes a 20-0 lead here. South City just getting decimated by injuries. Big hits tonight, big ejections.
Big hits to our most, important players, I'm afraid. They can't afford to lose many people, but they especially can't afford to lose those specific people. As Avagalio, number 2 there at the very bottom of your screen, warming up, getting loose, throwing some passes. And then he has to go in and be the return man. So the very typical Warriors, Warriors roster situation, one that we're used to seeing, 2-way, 3-way players, next man up. 3-way players, that's what we do. But that was awesome. I saw him throwing the ball, getting loose, and someone said, "Hey, man, you got to go return this kickoff." Oh, yeah, so I'll be right back.
Offense, defense, special teams, and they also work on the field.
That's right. That's right. Check the turf.
Check the turf. Put some more rubber beads on the turf.
Rubber bead the turf.
All right. So let's try this again. We got 3:07 left here in the second quarter. South City down by 20. Line drive kick, and there's, of course, another flag on the play, Ricardo.
Love to see the referees calling this one tight. Tight like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger.
Is this another NFL kickoff, John?
Yep, looks like we got offsides or something. Offsides on Jefferson. Or something. It's offsides. And so they're going to back them up here 5 yards to the 35-yard line. Did you hear that recording? I think it was Kittle. Was it Kittle and Staley talking in Canadian accent?
Do we know why?
You know what's pretty funny? I don't know if I felt particles in the universe, but I went to a hockey game. I went to a hockey game on Friday night, and my buddy and I were doing Canadian accents. And we're like, "Oh, good job, boys! Great quarter. Circle the puck. Way to circle. Puck's on net." And
you were right on that.
Yeah. And the next day, as the ball is fumbled by South City on the reception, but picked back up before who was that? Flattened here on the.
That was number 6 for the Warriors, John.
Line.
Yeah.
That's Alex Gutierrez.
Made a nice play to pick up the ball and run with it. Warriors will take over, try to make something happen with their third quarterback of the game here with a couple minutes remaining in this half. The Warriors lost Galang to a nasty hit on the sidelines.
Well, sometimes you got to step up, right? Sometimes, TJ goes out and Neo needs to step in.
And Neo comes in, handles business.
Shout out to the 2001 crowd. Where is TJ?
He's around. He's on the Facebook and stuff.
Is he?
He is.
I don't have the bookie face. I don't really have a lot of desire to get on the bookie face. All right, South City looking to score here before the end of the
Attention, sorry, John, to interrupt you. I've been just informed that we have sold out of the blankets, the booster blankets that were being sold. Totally sold out.
Abigalia with the keeper there. Short gain on the play. Well, I could use a blanket. That's unfortunate. I'm actually going to cover myself in this crossword puzzle.
It's half solved.
Half solved. It's actually more than, it's
done?
completely solved.
It's done?
I don't think 66 across is right, though. Can't. K-A-N-T? What is that?
Can't.
Reek. These aren't even real words. Are you okay?
What?
What's Murgle?
All right, let's see some offense here, John. Third quarterback of the night.
Loss of a yard on the play there. Bad snap. Picked up, actually, expertly. Tossed across the middle and picked off by Jefferson. Taking it to the house. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Jefferson.
Yeah, John Avogalio trying to make something happen here, but unfortunately kind of just threw it up to see what would happen, and that's what happened.
There he is, Brandy Moreno. I'm going to start doing my who's the guy that's with Greg Papa?
What's his name? I love him too.
Tim Ryan.
Tim Ryan.
Oh, bro. Oh, what the heck was that, bro? Run across the middle, touchdown. That's just smash mouth football, bro.
I love Tim Ryan. I love him.
Whoa, bro.
Love him.
He's so loud. I have to turn the bass down when Tim Ryan.
Yeah, he's excited, man. He likes football. He loves football.
Or he's just trying to show me. He's showing me his crossword puzzle results here, bro. Tell me that it's correct. All right, bro. Jefferson with another touchdown. It's time for smash mouth football here.
Next man up.
Next man up philosophy.
Coach Tao here having a conversation.
Man, I have got
with,
this
head
touchdown
referee,
call just rattling around my brain. I can't wait.
We still have a whole second half of football, John, so maybe you'll be able to dust it off. Warriors going to receive in the second half.
You might see me run out of the field and do a touchdown dance if they get in the end zone tonight.
Just see what happens. I would love to see that. Yeah, that's how my desk looks at work.
Kick is up, and it looks good, bro, but there's a penalty here. Okay, I'll stop doing the Tim Ryan.
Washable, John.
Minute 58 here left in the second quarter. We played an hour and 22 minutes of football.
Make sure we clean this up, monkeys, before we leave this place. The girls are coloring Mr. Boyd's countertop here with washable markers, so it's fine. Just got to put a little water, a little paper towel. We're good to go.
We're on pace for about a 3-hour and 26-minute game here.
You might need to put another cassette in, FYI.
What's the threshold for the running clock? 35? All right. We're not going to get there, hopefully. South City will score a touchdown and get things moving, grooving. You know what's actually kind of tripping me out, Ricardo, is that it's super windy. If you look at the flagpoles, they're moving like crazy. But it feels pretty placid on the field.
It does. I think the direction in which the wind is going, it was northwest at the start of the game. I don't know what it is now.
Kanye's kid was here?
If only there was a way. Yes, northwest. Northwest is bringing us wind. 12 miles an hour now from the west.
12 miles an hour.
We're doing the wave.
West. I don't do the wave.
You don't do the wave?
I don't do the wave.
But Crazy George invented the wave.
Crazy George did. Crazy George, San Jose State alumni. Crazy George.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Is that where he says he invented the wave at San Jose State?
I don't know. Check out his Wikipedia. Not Wikipedia, folks. Wikipedia. It's information about folks that's put in a wicker basket. It's at my house. Check out my Wikipedia. As the ball's hauled in from South City. God, there's some big hits being laid down by Jefferson.
Yeah.
The ball's taken to the 20.
It's been like that all night. Both sides laying down some big hits. And, that's why these things get chippy. The hits hurt. The hits hurt.
Have you put any notes into my Wikipedia box?
I dropped a couple notes in the Wikipedia. Absolutely.
You know the Godfatherly Takes book that you've left me?
Yeah. That's
coffee table?
You call that your Wikipedia?
That's filling up.
Is it, people?
Up.
You guys have a lot of guests, so
we
I'm really digging that it's become this kind of goofy
Constance Huntington will be spending the night this week. What? She's got a conference, too.
Oh, cool.
Talking about it, it's our wives are having conference season right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's the one time a year they meet up with their side pieces, apparently. All of them.
I'm expected to take care of my kids. That's what
your wife doing. Was in New York for several days. Mine was in
Concrete
Walnut
Jungle,
Creek.
Where dreams are made of. She was in the Dub Sea and she didn't look me up. That hurts, dude. If she was in the Dub Sea and didn't think to hit me up, that hurts. Kristen, if you're listening,
she goes to conferences.
Right in the
she's
fields.
not like us. She goes to conferences and then hangs out with these conference people.
Oh, really?
I'd be like, great. I'm gonna get out of here at 4:30, and then where are we getting dinner?
Yeah.
What do you mean McCovey's is gone?
Yeah.
So
going to Sauced. Let's go to Sauced.
So yes, it's apparently conference season's in full swing.
Yes, it is. So she's got something out in San Ho?
She does. She's got a conference. You want to know if she can stay? Of course, you're always welcome. Every stay at the D.O. Manor comes with free continental breakfast and coffee. Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
Are you the handlery?
This is John Henry.
The Handlery Hotel.
Come down for the John Handlery Union Square
Hotel. I hate his
Hotel.
commercials so much.
Oh, he's the worst. And he closed down the Gold Dust.
He did?
Yeah,
that was his doing?
He owned the Gold Dust.
Boo.
And the Gold Dust has moved. Apparently, they're down by like Fisherman's Wharf, and I've never been because if you're from San Francisco, you don't go to Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But they had the best Irish coffee in the city.
About that.
Oh, that handoff there was kind of messed up on the exchange and recovered by the Warriors, thankfully. Hey, folks, if you're looking for bargain-priced hockey, you're in the South Bay, come check out the San Jose Barracudas. This is Marty Lurie. Come check out the San Jose Barracudas. You can take your whole family and sit by the glass for about $15 a person.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad Lurie, right?
That's not bad.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, Lurie's good.
He's a sweetheart. I've actually had to excuse myself from calls to him back when I used to call 5-6 years ago. He'd be like, great call, great question, Jonathan.
I enjoyed your call.
I enjoyed your call. There was an old Red Sox. His name was One Tooth Thompson. And I was like, well, hey, Marty, I got to go. But thanks.
I gotta get going. I'll take my answer off air. Thanks.
Right. Murph and Mac were actually riffing about him because apparently he came to the
they
studio
always
one day.
Clown him. They always
and they said that he left like Chinese food containers everywhere.
Oh, my God. Poor form.
All right, folks. That's the end of the first half as Jefferson is up 27-0. We're going to go to our intrepid sideline reporter here in just a moment.
I believe Miss Leilani's going to help us out here. We'll take Leilani. Where's Leilani?
Where's Leilani Hara?
When it's on.
Now the microphone is definitely on, Leilani. Can you hear us? You're on. It's on.
Okay. Go for it, Leilani.
That's about how they usually go.
Yep. Hey guys, I'm Leilani from the South City Source, and today I'm here with
Ariel Chris Leong.
So guys, how do you feel about the energy tonight?
I feel like there's a lot of tension because there's already like 2 fights. Other people got injured already, but yeah.
It's a vivid atmosphere. Let's go South City. I love the crowd. Go Warriors.
And are you guys glad you guys came out?
It's very cold.
Yeah, I'm cold too.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for your time and enjoy the rest of your night. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right. Thanks, Leilani. Appreciate it. That young man was absolutely correct. There is a lot of tension in the air.
Yeah, he couldn't have said it any better, John. But this halftime band performance ought to get my mind off of a chippy first half, and maybe I'll pound a second donut. It's early. Let's do it.
All right. Well, your wife's going to come. She's gonna land in about
she's here, man. I told her to get on an Uber and come on out. Come on down.
D-Nice, come on over. And all right, folks, we'll catch you the second half as Jefferson's up 27-0.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Mei-Ling Chia and Quinn Choi, marching 65 strong. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the sound of South City, your Warrior Pride Marching Band. Tonight, the Warrior Pride will be performing 3 selections from their 2019 show, Cirque du Soleil, Journey of Man, Movement 1, Youth, Movement 2, Flying, and Movement 3, Growth. Drum majors Mei-Ling Chia and Quinn Choi, is your band ready? Once again, your Warrior Pride Marching Band. The Warrior Pride is led by Band Director Mr. Patrick J. Harris and Assistant Marching Band Director Miss Ann Martin of Westboro Middle School. Color Guard Directors are Miss Shane Pineda and Mr. Jordan Lasongo. Drumline instructors are Mr. Carney Scold and Mr. Joshua Ray. The Warrior Pride would like to give thanks and appreciation to the administration and staff of South City High, as well as the community support for the program. Hey everybody, you want to be a real Warriors fan? Head on over to the Snack Shack. ASB is selling all kinds of things like bells, scarves, small pom-poms, foam fingers, seat cushions, and more. Head over to the Snack Shack, pick up something to eat, and grab some Warriors souvenirs. Unfortunately, the Band Guild $10 throws have been sold out. So if you bought one, that's going to be worth something. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for a Warriors History, brought to you by the Snack Shack. Our field, Clifford Field, was named after Miss Rue Clifford. Miss Clifford was born in the 1880s. She came to South San Francisco as a teacher prior to World War I. Female teachers at the time were not allowed to marry, so her devotion became the students of South San Francisco throughout her long life. Miss Clifford was the first member of the South San Francisco High School faculty. She was hired in 1913. She taught here for 43 years. Miss Clifford taught English, music, the Glee Club, and staged all the school plays. She began the first journalism class in 1936. Miss Clifford was an avid sports fan and a true South City Warrior. Miss Clifford died in 1964, and in 1986, she was made a member of the San Mateo County Women's Hall of Fame. Our scoreboard is dedicated to Ray DeYoung. Coach DeYoung came to South San Francisco High School in September of 1950, where he coached the JV and varsity football and taught PE for 38 years. In his 28 seasons as varsity head football coach, South City won 9 league championships. Coach DeYoung was inducted into 3 Sports Hall of Fames, including the San Mateo County Hall of Fame, the California Coaches Hall of Fame, and one other. Ray passed away in 2018 on his 92nd birthday. That was Warriors History, brought to you by the Snack Shack, featuring the world famous Teriyaki Chicken Rice Bowl. Go pick up a bowl and help support South City Athletics. Everybody, we'd like to recognize our other teams here at South City. Let's recognize our girls volleyball team: Eliza, Jasmine, Rihanna, Marianne, Jennifer, Haley, Uriel, Julia, Lafu, Ariel, Savannah, and Analea. Those are the girls on our girls volleyball team. Also, we'd like to recognize the girls from our girls tennis team: Paige, Tram, Sophia, Queen, Emily, Selena, Alyssa, Casey, Alicia, and Isabella. Those are the girls on the girls tennis team. If you want to check out some remaining tennis or volleyball games, the tennis team and volleyball team are both playing home games on October 22nd. They're also playing home games on October 29th against El Camino. So check out the girls tennis teams and the girls volleyball team on October 22nd and October 29th versus El Camino.
Hey there, sports fans. Jonathan Dio here alongside Ricardo Martel. Back for the second half of the South City Warriors against the Jefferson Rawr Grizzlies. How was that? Rawr.
Pretty good.
We embezzled $1.50 from the Snack Shack. Boyd, you owe $1.50 on
We
our
told them
behalf
that you'd pay the difference.
with the Snack Shack. Your wife let us do it. She said it was cool. The kids were really looking confused. I'm dead serious. We're starving and we didn't bring cash.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Orlick, for the $10. Let this recording serve as a record that I owe Mr. Orlick $10.
And somebody owes the Snack Shack
And somebody owes the
$1.50.
Snack Shack $1.50.
Yeah, he didn't. Or Boyd did not look happy just now.
No. That boy likes his money.
He's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're hungry and it's freezing and there's no ATMs here. Put an ATM here." I'm telling you, their numbers are going to go way up.
I know. Can we just put one here? Like, can we buy an ATM and charge $1 on every transaction?
I'm sure a lot of people have gotten rich that way. I'm down.
You know.
Man, I got to come down here early enough one day because we haven't given enough props to Little Luca Sandwich Shop.
I know. I saw Brito go to Darby Dan's the other day.
Oh, man. That little tour, a bunch of pictures he dropped at the neighborhood. Things are changing,
yeah,
huh?
Things are changing.
Times they are a-changing. Yeah, my dad's house is worth like $1 bajillion. He bought it for, I think, $1.87.
Do they know that we used to live there and hang out there?
At Little Luca's or at my dad's house?
Your dad's house.
Yeah, they remember. My dad's hilarious. He still wants me to come. He's like, "Oh, you want to have a party? Just have it at my house." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "Yeah, the beer fridge is full, and this is over here, and use the barbecue." And I'm like, "All right, man. Well, I'll do it."
I would love to go to your house and have just a throwdown kegger.
Remember
like
we
the
did
good old
that.
days.
Remember I used my dad's smoker,
We have
made a bunch
Totos?
of ribs.
No,
And
we have Totos at the end of that night.
did we? Maybe. Well, I'll do it.
Wouldn't be the first fourth meal we've had at your house.
Give me 3 or 4 weeks. I'll put it together. Maybe like the early December.
I
Maybe
love that.
We'll catch a. Wait, when do they start playing Saturday football games, like NFL games? Is that like January?
I'm not sure.
When that happens, I think that'd be cool because we could throw some football on, and
That
it'll be a
would
Saturday.
cool without the specter of Monday looming over us.
Correct. I don't have the specter of Monday because I have Mondays off.
That's
but
nice, man. That's the way to live.
It is the way to live. Spoiled on it now. Spoiled on it.
Get Dom to build us a potato gun fired at the green wall at Monteverde.
Remember he found it like at his dad's house? His dad was like throwing away stuff. He's like, "Hey, do you want this? What is this thing?"
I had no idea.
Oh, it's a potato cannon circa, I don't know, 2004. No,
That's awesome.
circa 99 probably. I remember Dom making it, and he found like some directions on the internet.
What internet?
There was internet at the time. It did exist.
Was it 14.4?
And so it said
28.8?
to like use glue, but then he was like putting all these like huge like gnarly screws in the thing. I'm like, dude, if this thing blows up, it's like shrapnel everywhere. He had, like,
and then the
drywall
back
screws.
lid blew off of it and hit Calvin.
Did it?
It
did.
did.
I don't
It did.
remember.
The back lid thing popped off and hit Calvin like on the hand.
Youthful indiscretion. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I stood very, very far away.
Yeah, that thing was impressive.
Yeah.
The old spud cannon.
I think we put too much like gas or fluid in it. That's why it kind of like blew up on the back end.
Oh gosh, South City with trying to haul the ball in off the fingertips, picked up, and nice run there. Actually, it's worked to his favor. He's got one man to beat. Oh, he missed the kicker, and the kicker looks like he was able to trip him up, but there's a flag on the play.
Not just one flag, John. There are about 3 flags up on this run back here. I wonder what the call is.
Oh yeah, the kicker. He had one man to beat, and the kicker was able to trip him up.
Let's see what the call is. Might get brought back here, John.
Great return there by number 28. I don't have 28 on my call sheet here. Number 28, South City player. Like Joe Montana Sports Talk Football.
NFL football.
Excellent football play. We've got another injured player on the field.
No, you're joking.
And the second half starts just like the first half ended. Flags and injuries. Or if I can use alliteration, flags and the folly of folks.
Indeed. I like
Your
it.
kids are covered in marker and Cheetos.
Yeah, all washable. All washable.
All washable. How are the Cheetos? Delicious.
We'll throw that bag away for you? Why not?
We need a social worker here. Stat. Oh, your wife is one. That's
She's
perfect.
on the way.
her
She's
way.
on the way to take my kids away.
Poor,
from
you know,
me.
poor thing. She's going to be
To
exhausted.
take my kids away. She'll be exhausted from what? Just
Wait,
sleep
is
on a
she-
plane for
is
5
she-
hours?
Is she leaving?
She's.
She taking them and going?
Nah, she's just going to come out here and hang out, and then we'll all go home together.
Great.
Otherwise, I don't have a ride home.
Take the kids, and I'll take you to Bart. And that was number 28, Jason Duran, with that great kick return. Initially, he muffed the. What am I trying to say, man? Come on.
Muffed the kick.
Yeah, he muffed the reception. Gosh, my goodness. I need coffee.
The catch.
Fresh
Yeah.
pot.
You got like a venti something or other right in front of you there.
I crushed it.
Oh, you did.
Duran, huh? What'd you say? What was the first name?
I didn't tell you the first name of the kid. You can just use the last
Jacob
name.
Duran. Jacob sounds like a good name. Hey, Boyd, what was that guy's name? 28, Jacob Duran? Jason Duran.
You were close. You were close.
It's my brother's name. I should know that. Jason Duran.
More dated musical references for the listening audience.
Oh, I got worse. I could do 90s country for about an hour if you let me.
No, thanks.
Drop some Kathy Mattea on your forehead. My mom would appreciate
I don't know what that is.
Well, you're welcome.
I don't know what that is.
Call and Ray for your troubles. I can keep going. A John Michael Montgomery for being around.
Jeez. What's Garth Brooks' alter ego? Chris Gaines?
Chris Gaines. Oh, my gosh. Turbo.
Who was that for? Like, who? What was the target audience for Chris Gaines?
I think what ends up happening, because if you'll remember, Garth, I think, was like the #2 best-selling artist in the world
Oh, he
in like
was
the
a killer.
90s.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Like, it was like MJ and then him. Like,
Yeah.
you could look it up.
That,
So
was it like a double-sided album or something? I love that thing.
I think what happens is
Phenomenal.
you get so rich that no one will tell you you're making a huge mistake. I think that's all. Literally, like
Chris Gaines? Yeah, great idea.
you could literally write like a PhD level thesis on that. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
Come on. That's a lot going on there.
He hosted Saturday Night Live
The hubris.
as Chris
The
Gaines
hubris.
or something.
Yes, he did. I think he was the musical guest as Chris Gaines, but then he was Garth Brooks as the host.
I guess if he knew it was bad, then I give him props for just like subjecting everybody to his art or whatever. I dig that.
Oh, man. South City got way backed up here. What happened? I'm talking about Chris Gaines, and South City's got the ball like on their 1.
Well, that's just kind of been the tenor of this game here. A lot of penalties, a lot of laundry. What looked like a nice run out was probably brought back by some blocks in the back and that sort of thing.
Does Denise have a key to your vehicle, or is she going to roll up to the booth with her suitcase?
She should have her keys on her.
They're going to let her.
I actually dropped a pin to where the car is. She should have her keys on her.
Very smart. She might try to put it in my trunk because we have like very similar
She
vehicles.
might get confused. That's true. Subi's nice. I'll drive the Subi home.
Yeah, dude, I put it in sports sharp mode when I was on the
Hey.
freeway.
Hey.
I pulled the old drop the hammer.
Look, girls. We got swag, Mr. Boyd. What do you guys say? Are those rub-on tattoos? What are those?
Say thank you.
What are you guys going to do with those? What do you mean, what are
They're
they?
stickers. South City with another run and another very short gain, if any. It's a yard on the run. A yard on the run. I had a delicious cheeseburger. Let me tell you, that cheeseburger is buoying my spirits.
Yeah, that's cheeseburger.
My spirits.
Yeah, the
My
cheeseburger was
spirits
good.
here. I threw a couple of jalapenos on there, and
You can't do that.
I did it, and it was delicious.
You can't do that.
Threw some jalapenos on there, some ketchup, some mustard. It was yummacious.
And you got dinner plans with Cominando after this?
I do. He lives on the way. He's right on 280 and
Oh, that's a great idea.
in Millbrae.
That's a great
So
idea.
I'm going to whoop, whoop.
That's sweet of him to wait for you.
Who says he did? No one
Just eating a
knows.
bunch of hard-boiled eggs, waiting for you to roll through.
He's just deadlifting 500 pounds. Just walking around deadlifting stuff.
I'm on TV.
All right. Warriors back to pass. Almost picked off. Yikes. Oh, man. Number 4 for Jefferson. Dylan Garcia was just sitting down on that route. If he would have jumped it, he would have had an easy pick 6.
A couple of Grizzlies have dropped sure things this evening. One in the end zone, one right now. They always say, I guess that's why they're DBs, because the hands aren't there.
Your daughter's doll is haunting. Why are the eyes so big?
Kids like that.
Haunting. All right, we got a hold. Oh, holding on Jefferson.
How about that?
All right.
How about that?
And that'll move the chain.
Let's see if we can get Mr. Boyd doing the first down call here.
All right, South City's got a little bit of a run going here.
And an automatic first down.
I like it, Ricardo. I like it.
Oh, the sticker on the donut box? Okay, that's an interesting place to put it.
Rolling pin donuts. Oh, I got to do a shout out.
This is cool. Actually, this is cool. Putting it here is really cool.
That is pretty awesome. I was talking to Ricardo
I'm gonna
about
sell this jacket now for $50.
I got to give them a shout out, man. Stan's Donuts in Santa Clara off of Homestead. Best glazed donut I've ever had in my entire life. Okay, amazing.
Challenge.
They are fresh. You get down there, you got to wait 15, 20 minutes for a donut, right? But they're coming off constantly. Don't get anything else. Everything else is pretty standard. But they're glazed donuts. Stan's Donut, Homestead in Santa Clara. Wow.
Do they only have one flavor? It's like
no, they have everything. They've got your old fashioned. They've got your cinnamon rolls, whatever. But they can't keep their glaze. So like you literally watch your glaze get made, and you got to just ham one immediately.
John, what's going on here? A quick question on the football game here. What seems to be happening?
There's a football game going on? Oh, yes.
Sometimes in between
donut references.
Donut references and flags. There's a football game somewhere in between there.
I've seen some referees conferring. They are now done conferring, and I think we're gonna now play some footy. Not fair. The cheerleaders are now all eating pepperoni pizza.
Saw that. Noticed that.
Oh man, noticed that immediately.
Nice 5-yard, nice 5-yard run up the gut there by the Warriors. Game not out of reach yet, John. Plenty of time. We're barely into the start of the third quarter here, if you can believe that.
South City making their way to the 20. Second and 5 for the Warriors. And a pass intended for number 35. Rolando Martinez is going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. I've saved myself a tiny bit of water for that touchdown call to wet the old whistle, Ricardo.
Smart.
I'm getting ready for it. It's going to happen.
My guy, Galang, running wind sprints here.
Tired of watching these guys.
Has his helmet in his hand, getting fired up. Did not think he'd be reappearing in this game, but he's got his helmet on. He's snapping it tight, and I think he's got his eyes on coming back into this game.
Miglo's going to get sacked here. Oh, he's in the end zone. Is that going to be a safety here?
Isn't there a point? Yeah, I think the White Hats going to stop the momentum. Not close to the end zone there.
Yeah, you got to chuck that thing.
Yeah, do something. But again, man, we're on the with the third quarterback at this point. Everyone's still finding their footing here.
Loss of 17 on the play. Ricardo, what you got drawn up for 4th and 22?
Got to be real careful here.
4th and 22.
Get the kickoff as quick as possible. Avoid injury. The usual stuff.
Sounds good.
Where are all the cheering? Where's the cheering happening? Couldn't eat the pizza during halftime? I could sure go for some cheers right about now.
Just lording it over. That is a super short. Looks like about a 15-yard kick. Takes the South City bounce.
We'll take it.
And the ball comes to rest on the
falls
25.
on it. I love it.
Yikes, this is a tough one, folks. Let me tell you. They're eating pepperoni pizza in our faces right now.
Unheard of.
If you're nearby, 400 B Street, come on down. Tell them you're here for Ricky and for Dio. And if you want to bring us a pizza pie, we'll take it.
I'm gonna buy like a Costco pizza, and then like hold it. Sorry, John. I got interrupted here because Boyd's dropping some hilarious copy here. Are you cold? Welcome to South City.
That's correct. That's actually
Go buy a hot chocolate, you jerk.
That's what it says on like the sign when you enter.
South City.
Welcome to South City. We're always cold.
Yeah, it's cold. We're always cold.
We're always cold, and
it's
little
not
Luca
that cold.
Always
this is California cold, for God's sake.
There's a moisture in the air. There's a run there. Flag on the play. God, speedy number 1 there for Jefferson. Daniel Hammer.
Did he go into a slide there, John, to avoid getting hit?
I think he gave himself. Well, he's 5 foot tall, man. I mean, God, the kid's fast.
I don't think I've ever seen a non-quarterback enter into a slide.
I wonder if you can give yourself up like that. Does that count? Can anybody
Safe.
slide?
Mr. O's calling it. Safe.
Holding on the offense.
Maybe he knew that, and that's why he went into the slide.
Call made there by Mike. Rah.
Hey, John.
Yo.
You asked where TJ is?
Where is TJ?
He just added to the Facebook line. 15-yard punt from the 4-yard line. Once a Warrior, always a Warrior. TJ!
TJ!
We need you, man. We need you.
Where are you, buddy?
We need you. We need your steady hand here.
Come down to the booth. Do a Gatorade commercial with us.
That'll be awesome. I'd love that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
High School Sports
That
Focus?
has to exist somewhere still.
It's got to
on
exist.
YouTube or something.
Man on the run. Man on the run.
So going back to your conversation we were talking about Maka, Paul McCartney. So apparently he is very jolly, but he doesn't really like people taking photographs. But you can chat with him. Because when we went to his show, he's like, yeah, I run into people on the street, and if you want to have a nice chat, I'll chat with you. But, the cameras and the selfies don't really do the selfies and the thing, right? So can you imagine, telling your friends, dude, I had a 10-minute conversation with Paul McCartney. And they wouldn't believe you. You'd be like, no, I'm dead serious.
The pics or it didn't happen.
We were chatting. Did you take a picture? No, did you even want me to take a picture? Sure, it happened, bro. What'd you guys talk about? You know what? He's really into Orange Julius. He was drinking one, and we spent
I asked him about it.
We spent 5 minutes talking about Orange Julius. Apparently, they don't have it in the UK. People would be like, sure, bro, you're insane.
Galang throwing the ball here on the sidelines, John. I think he wants to get back in this game.
Man, I would have thought that impossible.
I would have been home by now.
Jefferson with the ball. Finds a corner there. Still on his feet. To the 10, the 5, jumps on in for a touchdown. What are you
That was pretty
me?
awesome. I mean, it was a nice effort by the Warrior defender there to try and bring him down, but an even better effort by that, I was going to say Fresno.
That's
Grizzlies.
Lucas Valpusa.
Thank you for saying that. What was that? Give me that last name one more time.
Lucas Valpusa.
That's what I heard you say.
Valpusa,
I guess that's what I wanted to hear, maybe. But that was an amazing play by that young man. Really amazing to stay up on his feet with his knee off the ground, then have the wherewithal to hop into the end zone. So nice play. Nice play.
Wow. It's 33-0 here now, 7:16 in the – what day is it? What's going on here? In the third quarter.
It's actually Saturday morning now, John.
Saturday morning. The Snack Shack will be serving waffles here in a moment. Continental breakfast.
John, the
waffles and sausage.
Grizzlies here going for 2, and pretty big implication here. If they get it to 35, that will enact a running clock.
And it's in. No one's stopping 51. He's a big fella.
Wait a minute. I see a Warrior with the ball.
Oh, and he throws it up in the air,
dude.
And there's 100
what are you
flags.
doing, dog?
Oh, my God.
Carlitos Garcia. Ay. It's not a good look, dude.
I think that's just pure frustration from the junior. Going to have a conversation with that guy. Everybody's coming up to him like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
And
that's going to be a delay of game on the Dubs. Are they going to toss him for that? Please don't toss him for that. That's just youthful indiscretion. Ay. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. They're oil change and tune-up experts. Wait, that's not my copy.
But the 2 was successful, though, yeah?
Hey, let me tell you, Rick.
I was looking for a signal from the
Breaking Ballers, my
the rest.
softball team, got our first win on Wednesday.
All right. How do we do?
Big win. Have you ever heard of the company Chegg? C-H-E-G-G. Chegg.
Sounds familiar. But
Apparently,
I don't know what
textbooks have moved online.
Oh, cool.
And they rent them through the interwebs. Perhaps you've heard of it.
That makes sense.
And so we played them. They're apparently a tech firm. Beat them handily, but they only had 7 players. So we had to provide the catcher. But anyway, softball team, we won. One more win, we could make it to the playoffs.
Playoffs.
I'm always sad when softball season's over. I always enjoy softball.
It looks like fun, yeah.
It really is fun because it's like it's working out, but it's really not because then you end up eating like food that's not so good for you afterwards. You're at some Applebee's hitting their half price like appetizers, Which after 9 o'clock, folks, the Applebee's by my house is open until 2 a.m.
Nobody wants to buy Applebee's, dude. There's no Applebee's around here.
But this is the Bay Area. You don't have a lot of places that have alcohol and food.
Is TGI Fridays still
at
open?
that hour? Usually you're just going to I haven't seen a TGI Fridays in years. Actually, the last TGI Fridays I saw was in New York City.
That place is exclusively staffed by South City folk.
So anyway, go back to what I was saying. At that hour, typically only places that serve, adult beverages are open, whereas at Applebee's at 2 a.m. you can get food.
Yeah, that's good.
We need more places that are open serving food at a late hour.
Yeah, I would agree.
Where are you going to go? Denny's? You're going to go to Denny's with your softball
I'm not
team?
going to Denny's.
I'm not going to get a Moons over Miami.
What happened to Caro's? Is Caro's still open?
Caro's is not doing so well.
John, congratulations to the Earth Club and Miss Clements for the successful #Climate Strike event on Friday, September 20th. A huge thank you to Miss Chin and her brother Alex Chin for shooting the film. If you go to the South City School Loop webpage, you can see some film, South City High doing the dang thing for climate change. I'm guessing that they like walked out and stuff. I have to assume that they walked out.
South City with the ball here. Handoff. Nice run. Nice cut up the middle.
That seemed like a late hit there, John. Surprised I didn't see a flag on that.
Great
Coach
run.
Tao kind of throws his hand up and asks, where's the flag on that? You guys throwing flags all night long.
That's number 8, Christopher McGowan.
Thank you for the replay, gents. You're going to see here at the very end of the play. I guess it was kind of close, but here he is clearly on the ground. Yeah, no, that's not a good play. That's a dirty play.
That's a late hit.
That's a late hit, man. You figure they're throwing flags anyway. Let's throw one more. What's one more flag?
Let's get in the end zone. I got an ounce of water here to wet the old whistle after I do this touchdown call. I've had this thing ready for 4 games.
Ready to rock.
3 games in a little bit.
They're marching, man. They're marching.
And now the cheerleaders are going chock. They're full of pepperoni pizza. Oh my God, they're going crazy down there.
They're all filled with protein.
Full of pepperoni pizza and, most importantly, full of spirit.
There you go.
They are full of spirit.
That's the spirit.
And pepperoni pizza.
In that order.
Where's Luigi? Does he still exist?
Luigi? He's got to be around, right?
Well, he was like 70 when we were in school.
Love me some
False start on
Luigis.
the Warriors. I got to hit the cough button when I sigh. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Fair enough.
Did that help?
What's that, Marilyn?
We're losing.
And thank you for the sideline report there, honey.
That
Marilyn
is-
confirming that we are
that
down
is
35
true.
-0.
McGowan with
Nice
another
cutback.
run.
Trying to
Great,
make something happen there, but
doing his
big
best.
hits happen. There's some sportsmanship for you, John, as Avagalia, number 52 for the Grizzlies, help one another up. Like to see that.
Ooh, look at that little juke right there, doing his best Barry Sanders impression.
That was nice.
Actually, these look like the Lions' old jerseys, right?
Yeah, actually they do. They totally do. That must be why I don't like them.
Have you seen the new commercials with Bo Jackson? They're phenomenal. They're super hilarious. It's like Bo Jackson.
John, I think we just had an ejection.
Did we have another ejection? What?
I'm not quite sure, or a hand thing. But Lopez just got sent off to the sideline. I'm not sure
Maybe he had an equipment
what
malfunction.
the deal is.
Maybe he had a who's he what's it.
But Lopez is getting some pats on the shoulder there.
Fumble hand, but handoff. Recovered by the Warriors. Gain of about a yard.
Sorry, John, I'm still kind of fixated here on Lopez on the sideline. I think he was maybe taunting another player or talking to another player, and I think he got the boot, but the referee didn't really make a big deal of it. He just kind of sent him off and
The old unofficial boot.
did some sort of hand motion, I think, to show Coach Tao why he was sending him off. But that's unfortunate, man. The Warriors need all the help they can get. They need all the warm bodies they can get here.
All right. Quarterback keeper. Looking for some room. Ooh, dropping the shoulder and the helmet and finding some room there for a first down.
That's all just effort, man. He decided to find his hole and just ram it through as best he could, and he got some help for another Warrior pushing the pile there, and it's going to take a team effort. Watch him. As soon as he starts running forward, he's just decided he's going to bowl his way past the 40 there. Nice play.
Avagalio, nice work there. We're going to get a report here in just a little bit from our sideline reporter. As the clock is running, apparently. We got a running clock now, Orlich? No, it's not running. Okay. Not called a running clock here. It's running, but not a running clock. Don't know what that means.
He's a literal guy, Mr. Orlick. Literal person.
The kids are getting restless, folks.
And that's fair to their credit.
That's 100% fair.
I think that's fair.
I don't know how they've kept it together
okay
this long.
Yeah, they had a good temperament. My kids have a good temperament.
Yeah, they're chill.
Very
good kids.
Good temperament. That's all it is.
But I don't blame them. I mean, yeah. Like when Marilyn was
yeah.
Daddy, they're losing.
Yeah,
Daddy, very straightforward.
We're losing.
Sideline report.
Hey, I just noticed something. We're down big.
We're down. All right, back to these colored markers here. Is it appropriate to ask for pizza? Anybody?
I'm sure there's none left, dude. No,
any more pepperonis down there?
No pizza's going to make it into the booth from here.
You know, I will 100% catch if someone fires the pepperoni slice in here. I'll catch it. I won't miss it.
I have no doubt.
As long as it's not overly saucy. I don't want too much sauce. All right, 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Warriors got a nice little drive going here. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. It looked across the middle there. Avagalio is, I can't believe he's back, man. He's back, and he's doing his thing.
Yeah, that's legitimately unbelievable. Legitimately unbelievable that kid found his way back into this game after the licks that they've been taking all night long.
Totally agree.
Props.
Props indeed. Put that on a boat because I'm giving him props.
Oh, my God.
I'm a dad, folks. Deal with it.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
I got dad jokes. All right, 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. Got a nice drive together, trying to keep it going. Fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeper, Avagalio, looking for a hole. Doesn't find one. Met by 175 Jefferson defenders.
They'll give him some forward progress there and mark it at the line again.
Don't forget, folks, if you got a problem with me, come at me at South City Warriors on Instagram or at SSFHS Warriors on Twitter.
That tweeter.
That's how you say it, right? Tweeter?
Yeah, I believe so.
One of my old cars had a faulty tweeter. Didn't sound right at the high end. Had a high-end tweeter issue.
I hate that. I blew out the speakers in my Supra.
Usually my speakers only blow out when Jim Ryan comes on. Oh, bro. Look at this shit here. Bam.
Jeez, that's way too loud. That hurts. That hurts.
All right, 4th down. South City's going for it. Big play here, trying to get some momentum into next week's game. They got a bunch of wide receivers. They got a bunch of flags. Maybe it's a free play. Ball's up. and incomplete. Let's find out what all that laundry was about.
Ay. What is the call here, man? Are they counting the players here? I see our white hat counting the players on the field.
He's very emphatically counting them.
Yeah. He's counting Warriors, so probably a bad thing.
All right. Mike Ross picking up his flag, and he is waving it off. But you got to think that probably impacted the play, right? You got all this laundry coming in. He's waving it off now.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? Snack Shack is now selling chicken sandwiches for $1.
Whoa. Denise, can you get over there and get some chicken sandwiches for $1? Oh, and welcome home, Denise. Ricardo's wife is back in town from her trip to New York.
Only if you lend me $1, Mr. O. Only if you lend me $1.
Get $1 from Denise.
Yeah. We're in desperate need of chicken sandos.
They should at least run a tab for us. We'll be here next week.
I think that'd be fair, yeah.
Run a tab.
Come on. I think I saw KY's dad over there.
Christina Yee's father.
Yeah, I think.
Was that him?
If we ask him, he might extend us a line of credit. More credit that I don't need.
Shotgun snap, pass, complete there.
Ay.
Warriors having a hard time wrapping up. Hits the corner and does a nice little tiptoe there. That was number 3 for the Grizzlies.
Honestly, man, that's been a problem all year long, man. Wrapping guys up and taking them down. It's just been an issue.
It's Von Farias, Ricardo.
We've seen it on really all of the big runs that the Grizzlies have kind of come on broken tackles. You know, they just got to follow through and bring them down as best they can, but not happening.
Broken tackles and disillusioned dreams. You okay there? You got a lot of stuff going on there.
Just tossing some.
Another pass over to Von Farias. They're trying to give him an opportunity to get in the end zone. Looks like he steps out of bounds there. How would you say that, Ricardo? Is that Farias? Farias?
May I? I can't actually see it from here.
I thought you had 2015 peepers.
Ferraris, baby.
Ferraris?
No, I don't know.
Ferraris. It doesn't look Ferraris.
Could it be Ferraris? More than you can afford.
Do you feel your LASIK starting to is your LASIK fading over time or no?
I should be going to see an optometrist every year.
But you don't.
Like it's warranted for life if you go to an optometrist every year, which I haven't been doing. But I don't know.
Warranted by the guy in Dallas though? Like you got to fly to Dallas to get it done?
Yeah. It'd be worth it.
Re-laser your eyeballs?
Re-laser them.
Isn't it true you drove yourself home?
I did. I faked that a ride was there for me and
terrible.
And then drove home on the freeway. It was the worst, one of the worst decisions I've ever made.
No surprises here, Ricardo. Another flag.
I wonder if the quarter had come to a close there before he got the snap off. Who knows?
Now I think the referees just want to show off their arms because they're flinging these things.
There's another one. As you talk, John, you looked away.
Yeah,
I swear to God, he threw a flag.
Mike Raw was just like, he literally flung it about 15 yards.
I'm just showing off now. Who could throw it further?
Holding. Offense. Okay, penalties declined. And we got something else going on. And something on that side.
Offsetting?
I don't know what's going on.
First is a holding.
There's a lot happening.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Aaron Boyd, there in the background. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
You heard it here first, or second.
But you did hear it here. Ricky's delving into the French donut.
Oh, I'm so full.
I hope your wife is going over to the snack shack to buy a handful of chicken sandwiches.
I sincerely doubt it. I sincerely doubt it.
That's unfortunate. Should I just walk around offering to Venmo people for cash?
Yeah, why not?
Give you 25 for 20. Give you 20 for 15.
25.
25 for 20. All right, it's the end of the fourth quarter. Jefferson is poised to score another.
Well, John, as I've said all season long, I mean, if you can get one offensive success, it'll usually lead to another, but they're having trouble finding success. Been a long season, man, and I know offensively they want to score and get some touchdowns going in front of the home crowd, but they've just had some tough breaks here.
All right, Rick, just a second here. We're going to go to our intrepid sideline reporter, Fatima Waldo. Where is she?
Hey, it's Fatima from South City Source, and today I'm here with
Maria.
Gracia and Andrea. So why'd you guys decide to come out and support tonight?
I have some friends on the team, and I've heard they worked really hard, and I just wanted to come out and support.
I came to support my friends. I came to support my boyfriend, number 44. So that's it. Thank you for your time, and back to you in the booth.
All right, thanks, Fatima. Appreciate that. Okay, after the unsportsmanlike penalty and the change of quarter, we've got Jefferson with the ball now on the 34-yard line.
John Whitehat just called for a running clock. He and Mr. Orlick locked eyes, and I believe a running clock is in effect here.
They did have a beautiful moment, and another flag on the play. Oh, gosh. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on. Big run here. That time, actually, the referee just kind of dropped the flag at his feet. So he's doing them all. He's got them all. He's got the 15-yard toss, the drop at your feet.
Yeah.
A veritable smorgasbord of penalty flag distribution.
Beautiful to watch, John.
I always love it when NFL coaches do the passive-aggressive red flag. They just drop it by their foot, and they try to get the playoffs. They're like, whoa, 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 look by my right foot.
He didn't look by my right foot.
All right, looks like they're backing up Jefferson, so something has occurred here. Let me tell you what, Coach Tao's going to sleep well tonight because he has been running up and down this field.
You read my mind. I just saw him shouting orders, I assume, at his defenders there, but yeah, he's got to be exhausted.
Looks like another, 2 15-yard penalties? What's going on here? They're backed up from the 34 down back to their own 45.
Personal fouls called against the Grizzlies. After the penalties,
we always say the mark of a good referee is if both teams are upset at you. And I think referees will sleep well tonight. I think both coaches are pretty fired up and angry.
What about the announcers?
I'll sleep pretty well tonight.
I'm all right.
I think I'll be pretty full. Hold on, John. Stop that. Stop your train of thought.
You have got to be kidding me, man. Ay, ay, ay.
That's some young team. That's a young team,
All right. Is this right? Second and 46? Second and 43? Big pass, wide open receiver for Jefferson. Touchdown. Oh, my
Did he step out of bounds, John?
No, sir.
Okay,
He
no.
did not. That was a beautiful
Are you sure?
call. And I never does. Tariq, fly like a bird.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Orlick. On second and 43, a 60-yard touchdown.
That was Tariq Bird. I'm like a bird.
Oh, God.
I want to fly away.
Nelly Furtado, ladies and gentlemen.
Feeling Nelly.
Nelly Furtado.
Or should I go with the country grammar?
Furtado?
Frittata sounds delicious.
Yeah, it
You go
does.
for a
Go for
frittata.
frittata right
God, we're hungry. That's the problem. Got to eat before the game. All right, 41-0. Here's the kick. Oh, Fumbalaya Brewski kept the ball, looking for a corner. And he's taken out of bounds. And does a little fall there. Hopefully he's all right. Oh, my God, more hurt feelings there.
What are you getting fired
Another
up about,
flag
man? You're
on
up
the play.
40-0.
He did not.
Slow your roll, man.
You know what? This could be called, man. I called this earlier. It's 8 minutes left. A lot of chippiness. 41-0. The referee's on the sideline. It was a clean play. He hit him. He pushed him out of bounds. South City defender. He then kind of tripped over his feet. We got a replay on that?
I saw my guy Lopez doing the same bye-bye hand thing with his with his right hand there. I thought it was something he got tossed for earlier, but I guess not.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We are sold out of chicken sandwiches.
Mr. Boyd coming hot with the big time updates.
And the dollar chicken sandwiches are gone. Ah. Are you serious?
Saw the refs just throw a flag at the snack shack for running out of chicken.
There are flags everywhere. These guys are going to have tendinitis from all this flag tossing. I got plantar fasciitis just watching this game. Tinnitus and fasciitis tonight at 11. Get your whoozy what's-its and your plantar fasciitis. I'm not going to make my reservation, actually, no. I literally had a 10 o'clock reservation, yes. But I will not make it. That's
thought
okay.
You were safe with a 10 p.m.er? Nice.
I thought it was safe.
You should have seen the officiating crew. Next time, we're going to look ahead and see if we can find out who the officiating crew will be and then make a plan accordingly.
Do we have another ejection? Okay, another Jefferson player ejected. You know what? If you're going to come at somebody, come at me at South City Warriors on Instagram or at SSFHS Warriors on Twitter. Twitter, the preferred messaging platform of any random person or even people in the highest annals of power.
In the highest office of the land.
Everybody uses Twitter. From your mom's creepy boyfriend, Steve, to the highest elected officials in the land. Twitter. Let me tell you what, the football team may be losing, but our cheerleaders and band are winning, okay?
Yeah, they come strong no matter what.
41 cheerleaders. And
wait, hold on a second.
That is stacked.
How many cheerleaders?
41.
How many, Marilyn?
41.
There has to be 40. I counted 3.
She counted 3 times, John.
I'm
Challenge.
sorry. I can do it in front of you. I can count again.
Marilyn, can you express that in a number sentence? I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. A number bond. Show me this in number bonds. Hi, Monkey. How you doing? We're going to go see our sideline reporter, Michelle, here. Michelle, are you having a good time?
Yes.
Another penalty on the play.
Thanks, Michelle.
5:39 on the clock, mercifully counting down.
Trudging
along here.
Well, the danger on these games that keep on going is exactly what we're seeing play out. Some chippiness, God forbid, some injuries. We've already seen plenty tonight.
Well, you know what's even worse is that Yelp is not letting me change my reservation.
Yeah, missed reservations, dinner reservations.
Missed reservations. I'm off the reservation, folks.
It's the worst case scenario for everybody here.
Looks like I'll be having a moons over my hammy.
I wonder where the refs go after the game for dinner. I got to think.
I tried my email through Open Table. Sorry, thank you. 10 o'clock is our latest reservation.
To the refs' credit.
No linguine and clams for me.
To the refs' credit, John, they're trying to control this game, I think, by continuing to call some unsportsmanlike conducts and whatnot. I have to assume that that's the thought process behind that. Tough job, man, honestly. It's a tough gig.
Wait, what happened? It was like
a
36-yard penalty?
If they see it's another unsportsmanlike conduct. If they see some bad stuff happen, they got to call it. They can't not call it.
Bad snap there. Picked up off the turf by Christopher Garcia Magallon.
Second down and 11 for the Warriors.
You know, John, it's been a pretty surreal season. I mean, a lot of unfortunate lopsided losses.
Yeah.
But we've also seen a bunch of, funky games, too. You know what I mean? With the referees arriving late, and that I think it was the second game of the season. And tonight's is easily the most flagged game of the time we've been here,
We have a lot of fun. We talk about donuts and then, former football players and stuff. Bad snap again off the turf.
Flag on the play.
17
2 flags on the play.
Incomplete pass.
See, that's unsport. I mean, I'm watching the sideline. Their whole sideline is unsportsmanlike. Why are you jumping and doing the no thing? It's the third string quarterback. And you're up 41-0. Just stop being a clown.
Chop block, South City. But, all kidding aside, Rick, it has been a really tough season. I work with a young lady. She is the basketball coach for Palo Alto. or I believe East Palace, I'm not sure, but Markeisha Coleman, if you're out there, I know you're not listening. But she said, it's like, she's read all these articles. She's like, she came up to my office. I'm not kidding. And because she's a coach, she's really cool. She went to Stanford. Awesome. She was on their basketball team. She goes, hey, Dio, are you cool? Are you all right? She's like, yeah, what's up? I know you do the South City games.
Looked up those scores,
and,
man.
I know it's been a rough season. I've read some of the articles, once proud program, et cetera, et cetera. So, anyway. It's been a tough year, but we've had some.
John, read number 7's name. She just joined the huddle.
Yeah, that's
here.
Yadira Galindo.
You'll feel some electricity come from the crowd as a young lady joins the huddle, number 7. You can't miss her.
I'd say send her out wide on a skinny post.
I like where your head's at.
Just go deep.
Naked
go
boot. Naked boot. Just give her the ball and let her run.
She's lined up wide. And the ball's on the turf, picked up by Garcia. They actually had her on a skinny post.
Did they really?
Yeah, she did. She went to the.
I was watching the. It was kind of the problem here seems to be low snaps. That seems to be the issue.
Well, they're trying to do anything they can to get their quarterbacks in time, and it's just not working. That offensive line is just getting crushed.
Well, John, Coach Tao has the attention of my 2 daughters, age 6 and 4. They're both next to me like, there is a girl playing this right now, and she. And Mr. Boyd is here. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's saying she's an amazing. She almost ran into our white hat referee, Mr. Raw there.
All right, 3rd and long for the Warriors.
A handoff. Nothing much happening there. Grizzlies are just feeding right now. Warriors are unable to make anything happen. The quarterbacks have no time. The Grizzlies are in the backfield on every single play.
Well, that's going to probably do it, folks. Got about a minute left here. I'm assuming South City's going to probably go for one more last ditch
That's what you
play
think,
here.
John. We're calling timeout.
Well, they're going to talk about it. They're going to go for one last ditch play here.
Streaks, all streaks.
Working hard in the booth here, Ricardo.
Working hard or hardly working?
Working hardly.
Go get 'em blue.
Go get 'em
white.
right.
Go get 'em, go get 'em, go get 'em blue and white.
We're losing.
What's that? Oh, we're going to get a sideline update from Maryland here. Go ahead, honey.
We're losing.
Yeah, that's true.
That is correct.
That's just the score, though. The score is just one facet of the game, honey. There are many different facets.
And I hope we don't lose more.
We've got more yellow flags than the other team, I think. I'm not even sure about that, to be honest. I've seen a ton of unsportsmanlike calls. I've seen all.
Where are all
manner of
these
stuff.
ejected players? I mean, I hope they're somewhere warm because it's cold out there. This game is too easy, Ricardo. I'm dropping 50s like it's my job here.
Warriors call time. You think they're going to send the kicking unit out? The Grizzlies seem to think so.
Negatory. South City's going to go for one, and I'm going to get ready for my touchdown call here.
That would be great.
Snap, a little bit of time, flung and overthrown. Pass intended for Yadira.
He was going for, but threw it a little high.
And that pass was incomplete. South City will turn over on downs.
And again, I see the Grizzly sideline like making the no good.
Is this their
sign.
first win
It's
of the
like-
season? What's going on here?
No, I don't think so. They won 3 games in
0-1 in league, so
right.
first league win.
Still though, man, I think that's a bit much. It's a bit much.
And that's going to do it, folks, as the South City Warriors fall to the Jefferson Grizzlies. 41-0. It's been a tough season. Hats off to Coach Tao. And all the folks here putting in an amazing effort. Just outmatched again. Ricardo?
Nice to see, though. I'm watching the Warrior coaches there exchanging pleasantries with the referees, who they themselves had a tough job this evening. You know, I mean, frankly, it's just a tough gig. It's a young team, so that's why you see the penalties. That's why you see the growing pains.
Let's keep an eye on this handshake, huh?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the effort is there. I know, the effort is there, but the results aren't there yet. You just hope that they can keep on working on some basic offensive principles. Get the easy stuff locked in. You know, your snaps, your timing, that sort of thing. But of course, easy for me to say. They went through 3 quarterbacks in this game. Galang got taken out with a nasty hit early on. He looked good on the sidelines, like he wanted to come back in. I don't think he did ever get back in. So, you know, tough season, man. Tough season.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Ricardo, so I won't even try. Have a great night, everybody.
The Warriors, man. Keep the faith.
We'll see you next week. Who we playing next week?
Football team.
We are playing a
Mr.
team.
Boyd usually will say it, so let's just wait.
Who we playing next week, Mr. Boyd? Mills.
It's here, right? We'll be here next week. Okay. We're
We'll
playing
be back.
Mills.
Last home game of the season.
Yeah, come on down. Come say hi to us. Come grab a donut. We always have leftovers, despite my best efforts.
Come get your thrills and watch Mills.
It's worth just watching the cheerleaders and the band do their thing, man. They're pros.
All right, be nice to each other, folks. Catch you next time.
Nighty night.